I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Yo! Beautiful people. This is Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk. I gotta be honest, it's our last live show for a while till March 1st, but we've still got action-packed content on the channel every single day, and we've pre-recorded some evergreen content, so we will be sure to be going live every day until we jump back in the studio. It's your boy, Emmanuel Acho. That's it for the housekeeping. Hey, if you've never seen the show before, welcome to Speakeasy. You could be doing anything, watching anything, you're hanging out with us. We don't take it for granted. It's not about me, though. I get to do the show with some of the best athletes that have ever walked the planet, quite literally. LaShawn, Shady McCoy, 252 Live, Eagles all-time leading rusher.
Yeah.
Key in the building.
Yeah. How y'all doing today, man? You know what I mean? How y'all doing today?
Hey, that's my dog, 2-5. Beyond that, 12-year NFL vet, wide receiver extraordinaire, TJ Hoosh.
With the good hair.
I'm sorry for missing yesterday.
Hey,
last
apologize
night,
to the people. Not to me, you tell them.
Apologies.
To them.
Yes, but I'm here tonight.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Hey, and somebody who has yet to miss a show since he was crying at the altar, the one and only. So, Trey. What up, Trey?
What's happening, man? The tears was unnecessary, but didn't need to start the last show off like that. But that is cool. Here we are.
Well, we got another married man in the building. Wait, did you ever cry when you got married? Did you cry?
TJ's never cried in his life, so keep it moving. No, he said you can't ask him that.
One question.
That's not a fair ask.
TJ has never cried.
No.
Ever.
And me, I never cried with no girl, no
Ever.
Nah.
Oh, brother.
Hey, let's get to the show, though. All we've talked about, Sam Darnold this, Sam Darnold this, Sam Darnold this, Sam Darnold this. But the most important conversation that is yet to be had on all of television, I haven't seen it, is this conversation. You're in for a treat if you're just tapping in. Do y'all realize that the quarterback that lost the Super Bowl in Drake Maye, he's now going to fall under a terrible statistic? Because no quarterback that lost the Super Bowl in their second year has ever returned to the Super Bowl. Now, some other interesting notes to add to that. Hey, they'll be back, as often said in football, but it just isn't true very often, this tweet says. Only 4 quarterbacks have ever won a Super Bowl after losing their first appearance. Jalen Hurts is the only one in the last 20 to make it back. Then when you look at here, no quarterback that's lost a Super Bowl in their second year has ever even returned. That's Dan Marino, a Hall of Famer. That's Colin Kaepernick. That's Joe Burrow, one of the most talented. And that's Brock Purdy, a $52 million quarterback. No quarterback that's lost in the second one has won, and they don't even return more often than not. So when you think about Drake Maye, TJ, as weird as it sounds, and you're a former Cincinnati Bengal, is his Super Bowl window closed? Because statistically, it appears as though it is.
I just peeked that, though.
Yep.
I peeked that. You said Drake. You said Joe Burrow's a great quarterback.
Yep.
You said Joe Montez or Joe. What was it? No,
Dan
Marino,
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer.
And just skipped over everybody.
And no. He said Brock Purdy's a $52 million. Why you ain't get Kaepernick? No,
He took a knee.
well, say something.
And Colin Kaepernick took a knee.
He made it to the.
Did you know? Did you peep that though?
I did.
He had 184 rushing yards against the Packers. That matters. And a playoff record.
He made it to the. That don't. All right.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Well, look.
Is the window closed, T?
When you see that statistic, it's hard to say. It's my second year. I'm for sure going to get back. And you play with the Patriots. Mm-hmm. An organization that will give all resources to getting back. But.
Yep.
I got to look at the firepower that's in the AFC that should be new and improved. And we're going to start with the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. Then we're going to go down to Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. Then we're going to keep going down to Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. And then the Texans with C.J. Stroud. Yep. Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
The AFC is loaded with teams. I think Tennessee is going to be a surprise team with the staff that they have if Cam Ward is that guy. And so I may agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if Drake May and the Patriots, they kind of just had lightning strike in a bottle this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll get back. It won't be anytime soon, at least not with those guys. Now, maybe when Josh Allen is out of the league in 8, 9, 10 years and Drake May is in year 13, but the next 5 to 10 years, those quarterbacks that I just named, one of them quarterbacks, and maybe 2 of them will be getting to the Super Bowl. And then some of those young guys, the CJ Strouds, the Trevor Lawrences, the Cam Wards, them dudes got a chance. You looked at me like...
Chance doing what? Chance to do what?
Getting the Super Bowl. Play in the Super Bowl representing the AFC.
No, you speaking English.
No, he's not. He's not.
Well, when I said CJ Stroud, that
Bro, listen.
or the Trevor Lawrence, which one was it? Or was it both?
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Because I know you don't like Trev.
No. These Trev's are all hot and cold. You know, it's what day it is. Icy hot. But CJ Stroud though, we gotta wait that. I jumped on that bandwagon his first year.
We all did,
and it's been like opposite.
Talk
so let's
about
just here, brother. So we're gonna slow down a little bit. Can we wait? Because you saying that's not real.
I really believe
How?
that first year success that he had, and then they fired. They keep firing the coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new coordinator every year. It's
But
a new coordinator every year.
Before 2-5 kill you off, let me interject with this. I agree with your take on it won't be anytime soon. And the reason being is the Patriots had a real easy road. Have y'all seen their schedule for next year? Because they're the 1 seed, now they got to play nothing but one seeds. Patriots, and they got to play the NFC North. Patriots got to play the Lions next year, the Packers next year, the Bears next year, and then they have to play all of the 1 seeds from the AFC,
Acho, I'm sorry.
as opposed to all of the 4 seeds.
I'm so sorry. And I left out Mahomes and Bo Nix. Boy, they ain't getting back.
Mm-hmm.
I left out Bo Nix and Mahomes. They not getting back.
Bo Nix better than Drake May.
Bo Nix is in a perfect system for him with a head coach.
I'll say this.
Is he better than him? No, he isn't. He isn't better than Drake May.
So a lot of things have to go right, okay? And I think now that we make the NFL all about the quarterbacks, let's talk about it. So not only is Drake May a good quarterback, we all can agree on that. I mean, he was second in MVP for a reason in his second year. So he's going to get better. You talk about Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen's the second best quarterback in football. You know, I love Josh. Played with Josh. But he did beat Josh in Buffalo this year. He did do that. And they did win his division. That happened. Number 2, coaching. Coaching matters. When I look at really good quarterbacks, I look at really good coaches. They go well together. That's what it is. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, Andy Reid, Mahomes. I can just all day. The coach Rabel won Coach of the Year this year. So he's a really good coach.
Yeah.
They had a really good defense. They're going to have a chance. You know, we see these other guys up there, and we always talk about like, well, you know, yeah, they got there early, but they haven't been back. Quarterbacks are playing so much longer nowadays. Like Josh Allen, you talked about him. He's going to play, 17 years, 16? Mm-hmm. Right? We really want to say 20 years. That's what's the elite guys.
And that's what makes it hard for him to get back.
But what I'm saying is, I understand that, but he's going to have a long time too. Mm-hmm. And he's going to have a chance. So I do think Drake May I think he's really, really good. He runs, he throws. I think he has a really good coach. He'll always have a good defense. And I think having a player's coach, he'll always have weapons around him. Like they did all this year. They didn't have a lot of weapons, in my opinion. They didn't have a lot of weapons. I think they grow.
But when you get to this position that the Patriots are in, you had a great season. Guys going to start wanting to get paid now.
That's a good point.
And that's why Christian Gonzalez, he can be paid now. He can come up with what you going to do. He's eligible for an extension right now.
It just blows my mind, though, because if I ask you guys right now, like, hey guys, you think the Bears will get better? And y'all all be like, yeah. Y'all be like, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Because they have a good quarterback. They have a good coach. What's the difference? That they went a little farther? It's the same thing.
It's not saying that the Patriots aren't going to get better. When you look at the teams that they're going to have to go through each year, it's going to make it harder.
Let me give it to you like this. I just saw this. Rome, show this to the world. For those keeping track, the Patriots' 2026 opponents, you got 8 playoff teams, 7 teams with 10-plus wins, 8 of the top 10 off the top 12 defenses. But stay on this screen as I scroll down because there's something a little more fascinating I want you all to see. Excuse me, I got to go back on the page. Essentially, the defenses and the teams they have to play are going to be stacked. Here it is, right here. Away games for next year. Bears,
Whoa.
Lions, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Jags or Texans on the road. They're playing them, but on the road. And then Seahawks or Niners. I think the Patriots have a better chance missing the playoffs. They have a better chance missing the playoffs than going back to the Super Bowl.
They might not make the playoffs.
So, all right, let's just talk about this.
Talk about
it.
They
can beat the Bears, though, right? The Bears is up. They solid team, but we've seen games where they win in the last second, but they're a good team, but so is Patriots. That could be however you want to put it.
Of course.
Okay. The Lions. Say what you want. The Lions didn't make the playoffs last year. That didn't happen. Chiefs. I think Chiefs are going to be really, really good. I don't know what's going on with Patrick Mahomes and the injury. I don't know how that's going to happen. But the truth is, this year the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs. The Chargers. How we feel about the Chargers? They're always up and down.
Same team. Yeah.
Okay. I believe the Chargers will be a playoff team next year.
They're going to be
a playoff team.
The Patriots beat them this year round one.
Right, you say that, but they beat them this year round one, but they always up and down. They be so good, and then next it's like, okay.
You can't.
No, but I'm just going.
Right tackle, left tackle out.
Yeah.
They healthy, it's a different game.
But dog,
very true.
But that's the thing.
That is football, but not both starting tackles, that's rare.
TJ, however you want to cut it, dog, it's football.
It is.
We talk about this stuff.
I'm taking the Chargers in that game, though, when they play.
Cool. They already beat them in the playoffs, but cool. All right,
I'm going to take the Chargers.
The Bills, right? They split. They're going to split. They did last year. They split. Dolphins. I think they beat the Dolphins. Jets. I think they beat them. Let's talk about the Jaguars. Interesting game.
Rome, throw it back up.
Up and down. Up and down type of game. The Texans. The Texans got a great defense. But even with that defense, the quarterback gives up games. You get what I'm saying with this? So, the Niners.
But Shady.
So the same question I have about the Patriots.
But here's my thing. But my point is that I'm not saying the Patriots are going to lose all these games. We don't even know what's going to happen next year.
No, they're not losing all of them.
Right?
For
I don't know what's going to happen.
not.
I think the point I'm trying to make is it's not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy, though.
This year it was. As it pertains to the NFL, only because they were the 4th seed last year. So they got to play nothing but 4 seeds this coming year. Given that they're the 1 seed, now they have to play a whole bunch of 1 seeds. So, of course, in the NFL, nothing's easy. All I know is the Patriots' road next year is going to be significantly more difficult than the Patriots' road this year. We also know you're 1 year further into having to pay Drake May big money. That's the other thing nobody talks about. The reason these quarterbacks who win and are going their second year oftentimes don't go back
Going
is because
into year 4,
now they got to pay them. And then if you're a quarterback that's been to a Super Bowl in 2 years, you're going to eclipse the market like we've never seen. So that's the other thing that not enough people talk about.
This is the thing, though. Like,
yes, sir.
The same thing that goes along for the Patriots, it goes along for these other teams.
Yeah.
Like the Bears. Eventually, they got to pay Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Like, we can do this all day with every other team.
But this is the thing, though. When you're the Bears, right? Caleb Williams is not going to have the leverage of a Drake May. Same draft class. Drake May just played in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So when Drake May comes up for an extension, he going to the top of the market.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be close, though, dog.
He going to the top of the market.
That don't matter in quarterback.
Yeah, they both going to go to the top.
The only position in football where it doesn't matter what your real production is. You can be a dude that has no Pro Bowls and no All Pros, and it's your time to get paid, you will instantly be in the top 3 highest paid quarterback.
Yeah,
that happens all the time.
That's fair.
The majority
that's why I hate when they make the quarterback
it's
the
dumb.
only.
Hey, for the sake of time, it's a jam-packed show. And speaking of resetting markets, we got to get to this topic. Nobody talked about it because it was over the weekend, but it's the biggest free agency storyline that will occur all offseason. So if you just tapped into the Speakeasy, you've joined for the right time with Shady McCoy, with TJ Hushmanzada, Social Tray off camera. We got a little breaking news that occurred. Cowboys expected to place a franchise tag on Pro Bowl wide receiver George Pickens. We all know the Cowboys agent is a man named David Mulugeta. David Mulugeta also reps Micah Parsons. I was talking to David Mulugeta at the Super Bowl this weekend. If you know, Jerry Jones very publicly said, I don't know David Mulugeta's name, as though David Mulugeta is not the only agent in football that negotiated $1 billion worth of contracts over the last year. I would suggest ego between Jerry Jones and, if I'm being honest, my dog Mulugeta was a part of the fracture of that Micah Parsons deal. There is no fracture thus far. George Pickens to be franchise tagged. Pickens will likely hate that. He wants a long-term deal. He probably wants $150 million. But if he gets tagged, he will probably be forced to play under the tag. TJ, you're a wide receiver. You know Mulugeta. You know Pickens. Speak on the matter. What's your reaction?
I'm going to just get a Cowboys free game right here. I ain't even going to charge him for this. Just give him $36 million. Deal done. Give him $36 million a year. Deal done.
What's the top of the market? What is it? The number?
40. Jamar Chase at 40. Give him 36, deal done. I just gave y'all free game, negotiation over. If y'all go ahead and
What's the guarantee?
tune in.
What's the guarantee?
They can work that out. I don't know what the guarantee is, but I know what the number is.
Yeah.
You give him that, you're going to get a deal done.
He worth it. He nice.
And
that boy good.
The problem when you do that is now he's making more than CeeDee Lamb. Do they want to do that? And if I'm CeeDee, I don't have a problem with that. I ain't counting another man's money. I know what I'm getting. And to me, that should all be the thing that matters. But now if you're George Pickens and you know you're going to get franchised and he can be somewhat temperamental, how does that hit you? How does that hit you when you had a great year, you finally got a quarterback that got you the ball, you finally got with a team that believes in you, this your contract year, and they franchise you? That's going to be the thing they're going to have to tread very carefully down this road. Are they going to negotiate in good faith? That's the key. Are they going to negotiate in good faith? But 36, I believe that's the number that gets it done.
I like what TJ's saying. I like that 36.
Yep.
George Pickens is really, really good. I mean, like,
that's a bargain.
you need to get George Pickens on your squad. George Pickens is like that. But I will say this, though, because something I didn't agree with you. Even though I think George Pickens is a number one type wide receiver, he is that good. You can't be, if I'm CeeDee Lamb, the numbers I put up, the production I got, you can't pay another wide receiver more than money than me on my team. What are you talking about? And you're a wideout. You play with a dog, Chad. Chad ain't just letting out. He can smile and all that. And backdoor with Drew. I had Drew as my agent. That ain't going. That ain't flying.
And this is the thing though. If I get 36, then you go see if you can get 37.
And I'm about to say
straight up.
That's the difference. We had the same thing in Philadelphia, where Devontae Smith got paid a certain number, and after that, like a week later, AJ, because you can't do that. Yeah,
so if CeeDee feels that way,
I think most receivers feel that way
because they all from the same agency. CeeDee, George, they all in the same agency.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
so they can make it work.
There's got to be a dog in the room. That's how it works. People can say, "Oh, that's my boy," and all that, but in your head, there's going to be a number one. That's football. So I feel that I would love to get them both on the same team. Not for my birds, but just to see greatness.
If you are George Pickens, Shady,
George Pickens together, though, that's one of the best matches you could ever
George Pickens,
together.
Would the franchise tag bother you?
Say that again?
If you're George Pickens and they not giving you a deal, but they franchising you, would that bother you?
What's the franchise number? Do you know?
I believe it's 28.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie though. The truth is, I was taught this by a rich player. He said, "Yo, the franchise tag can be something great for you, bro." He said, "You know, on your contract, you have certain years where, let's say, you're getting $50 million. One year you might get 25. Boom.
Yeah.
The next year you might get the 10. The next year you might get, and you have these small years in your deal." Because one year I had 16. They gave me $16 million for 1 year. Next year was like 8, and then everything else was like, I'm like, man,
6, 5.
Yeah,
but 2, 5.
But real quick,
Could.
If you have one of the years, you get a franchise tag at 28. Then after that year, you get a big ass deal. You done killed it.
It is, but see the thing about this, George Pickens better not play under the franchise tag. Because the franchise tag is greater risk than it is reward.
That's true.
It does have reward. If you get $28.8 million, that's what the receiver franchise tag is this year, and then you backdoor and sign a $150 million deal, averaging $36.5 million a year, that is a win.
What?
But if you sign a franchise tag at $28.8 million, and then God forbid you tear your ACL, you tear your Achilles, you tear your MCL, you have a down season, Dak Prescott get hurt, and now that $136 million deal, that $140 million deal turns into an $88 million deal. Now you just lost boatloads of money. I've seen it happen far too many times where a player gets tagged and then he gets $28 million instead of getting $100 million.
You seen that happen before?
Oh, yes, too many times.
Hold up. Have you ever seen a guy on his last year of the deal or a franchise tag year somebody gets hurt, has a bad year, and he still gets big money?
Yes, Kirk Cousins. Kirk
Cousins
notably did that.
So okay.
Kirk Cousins
so when you tell the world all that, tell the world the other side.
I said it's more risk than reward.
There's
a chance
he's so
for reward.
Good. I don't know though.
He's so good. Not only he's good, dog. He's good and young.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
My thing is
he's safe, bro.
I don't want I would rather 100 guaranteed than 28.8 guaranteed.
100%.
Like that's where I'm at. It's like the 28.8 to Shady's point, perfect scenario, of course. Get 28.5, but here's the other thing. The franchise tag is 28.8. His first year, if Mulugeta's doing this deal, he's probably gonna get 50 to sign.
And but there's gonna be a year where it's gonna be small.
Of course.
As I think about it too, though, because you said 28.8. And then when you look at the numbers, because they can franchising the next year because it goes up.
Then it goes up to like the top.
No. because when you just said 28.8, I could be wrong. Somebody let me know this, but I think the second year would be 33.4. So they can get him for 2 years. And it ain't even $65 million for 2 years. Because if you go 36 a year, that's 72.
Correct.
He not even at 65.
Correct.
So, because I believe the second year will be 33 point something, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to have to figure that out. Because you can be franchised twice and still not make the 36 average.
If you're George Pickens, do you play under the franchise tag?
I'm not going to lie to you, Acho. I'm playing under that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I'm playing under that.
But here's what we know.
I might not be happy, but I'm playing under that.
Let me bring y'all into the speakeasy because, again, you're sitting here with 24 years of NFL experience just on the couches. I can tell y'all this, and y'all ain't going to know this anywhere else because we got relationships in this show. I don't know if any Mulugeta client has played under the franchise tag.
That's a fact.
Anyone.
That's true.
David Mulugeta's had Earl Thomas. He's had Kevin Byard. He's had Jamal Charles. He had Jalen Ramsey, Deshaun Watson, Micah Parsons, Casey Hayward.
He's the best right now, though. Mulugeta's the best
David Mulugeta will not allow a player to play under the franchise tag. So that's not happening.
So
I'll tell you that right now.
So then what happens, though? See, I was thinking, like, sometimes I love the way he's as an agent. Like, he going to get his money for his players. Yep. But I'm thinking, like, all right, well, he's not going to let his players even touch the field without having a deal.
Correct.
So then what happens, though? So that means you just sit out?
Well, usually.
Because Jerry Jones don't like him.
Yep.
He don't like the agent already. And I think Jerry Jones is the type of dude where he wants to, when he's a billionaire.
But this is the thing, if you're Jerry Jones, and you know the top of the market is $40 million, and you could possibly get him for 36. Come on, Jerry, you a businessman.
Yeah.
If you knew better, you would do better.
True.
Like you a business.
And you already messed up the first one, Mike.
The top of the market is $40 million, and you could possibly, because they got a receiver coach that understands George, that's gonna let GP be GP. That's gonna teach him. Like people kind of don't even pay. It's the receiver coach. It was his first year. He lets GP be GP.
GP nice.
He coaches him, but he gives him his space also. And so if you Jerry Jones and you can get I don't have to go to the top of the market, why wouldn't you do it? But I'm playing $28 million. And I think George Pickens made about $7 million in his career.
That's it?
Yeah, because he's a second rounder.
Yeah, he doing that.
I'm taking that $28 million. Dave, you can give me the advice.
And then he gonna ball and get more.
Yeah.
Hey,
George nice.
George is nice. That's not to be debated. But what is to be debated is how nice is Jalen Hurts. Hey, Sports Radio WIP in Philly, they are going crazy right now, suggesting that Jalen Hurts should not be given an extension this offseason. There's no way in the world. He'd give Jalen Hurts an extension. Take a listen to what he actually said. And then in the comments, y'all let us know if y'all agree.
In the morning. But this one is very simple for me. There is no way in the world I would give Jalen Hurts a contract extension this offseason. None. I mean, there's just no way that I would pay him more money right now and give him an extension. Because as I look at it right now, Hugh, the Eagles have an opportunity to let him prove it this year in a new system. New system, new offensive staff, let him go out there and prove it. And you know what? If he has a bounce back year and he's great and he goes back to being one of the 10 best quarterbacks in football, which I don't think he was this year, then all right, and he's healthy, then pay him. Pay him, and he's the future of the franchise, just the way everyone kind of assumed he was when the Super Bowl ended last year. So I'm not writing off his future at this point, but I'm also not locking myself into his future. Not after the year he just had. So new system, number one, make him prove it. That's my first thing on this. Number two, at a lot of his career, most of his career, he was viewed as a dual threat quarterback. I'm not sure he is anymore. And I need to figure out, number one, is he still a dual threat? I mean, he's gone from over 50 yards rushing per game to 26 per game this past year. If he's a dual threat, I need to see it again. And if he's not, I need to see him get better in the passing game.
Woo! He was cooking. A lot of intelligent things were said there. I think he said, I'm not writing off Jalen Hurts' future, but I'm not going to extend and tether myself to his future as well. I think that was a brilliant point. You can't write off Jalen Hurts' future. Jalen Hurts has had an incredibly high ceiling. He's been a second-team All-Pro. He's been a Super Bowl MVP. He's outplayed Patrick Mahomes in at least one Super Bowl if you don't want to suggest both Super Bowls. But in the same breath, Jalen Hurts has stopped running the football with the same sort of dominance and prowess that he previously ran the football. And we already know that Jalen Hurts is limited as a passer. So limited that he has a star wide receiver on the sideline reading books. So limited that a star receiver goes into a locker room after a game and they ask him what the issue is and he says one word, passing. So limited that even when you have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley in the backfield and a future Hall of Famer at right tackle and an all-pro at left tackle, that you can still not eclipse 30 passing touchdowns. He is that limited as a passer. So Jalen Hurts has shown the ability to be an incredible quarterback, but I do understand using some prudence as it pertains to extending Jalen Hurts. Believing in his future, absolutely. Letting him play out the remainder of his deal, absolutely. But extending him, Shady McCoy, I do understand wanting to display some hesitation in that, and words have been said on this show.
Yeah. Joe being tough on him, but I guess he has a point, right? See, this is what happens. When you lose, this is what happens, right? The guy just won a Super Bowl a year ago, and we get to a point where we lose early this year. And first round, actually. We lose the first round, and that's the question now. So some things he said I agree with. Like, if you want to have a prove-it year, I'm okay with that. I thought he's proven enough. I think what Jalen Hurts is, put the doubts to rest. Even when people were doubting, he still would show up. Like he talked about running the ball. That's one thing I want him to do more. Right? Because I count all the yards. If you throwing it and you running it, that all adds up for me. And I think this year he didn't run as much. But I don't mind that. If you want to, have a prove a year with a new coordinator, right? I think that'll be a good look. He goes out there and has one of them years that we know he can have. You got to pay him.
Listen, football's a business.
It's a business, yeah.
First and foremost, it's a business. When we come into the league, it's a game for us. It's not a business for us. It's a game. And the longer you play, you start to realize it's a business. Yeah. And this is how the Eagles are going to approach it. And Jalen Hurts is mature enough to understand that you can give me extension. You probably don't want to, but it's going to be greater later. If I had a year that I plan on having, I'm knocking you in your head. So if y'all want to put me at the top of the market, because I'm going to do what I need to do, approach it as a business. I'm okay with that because I'm willing to bet on myself. If you the Eagles, that's the route you have to take. You can't. Now, if I'm going to give him an extension at 50, 47 to 51, I'll give him an extension. The top of the market is 60 million plus. I'm not doing that at any occasion. Unless you take me to the Super Bowl, I'm not putting you at the top of the market. So if you want to go to the top of the market, bet on yourself, take the Eagles back to the Super Bowl. Other than that,
and you know what else I'm thinking about? Like, dang, eventually we got to start paying them other guys. Jalen Carter, right?
Quinyon Mitchell,
Cooper DeJean.
We got to
them three dudes. They got to be lifers.
Yeah.
They got to be lifers.
They got to be lifers.
Because they are that good.
Those three guys, because you know what the Eagles have been doing, which I think they are the model franchise in the league. They've been paying guys on offense and then drafting great on defense. So they pay to Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
But for them, you got to pay Jalen Carter. You got to pay Quinyon Mitchell. You got to play those perennial all-pro guys. You got to keep them.
Correct. Stats don't tell the whole story. But when y'all look at Jalen Hurts' stats, what excites you? Year 2, when he became a starter. 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I'll get to rushing yards. Year 3, 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Year 4, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Year 5, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And this past year, 25 touchdowns, the most he's ever had. 25 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That doesn't scream $60 million quarterback to me. Now, shout out to winning. And I believe that winning is a quarterback stat. I'm on an island here, at least in this studio.
Yeah.
Shout out to winning. I value winning more than anybody in the studio. I don't want not to get into a tangent.
I don't agree with that one.
I hear y'all. I don't want to. That's a different conversation for a different day. But if I want to sit on the side of Shady and TJ, I will simply say this. None of that screams $60 million. So I do believe you have to treat Jalen Hurts like you've treated your previous quarterbacks, like you treated Carson Wentz. You treat him like, hey, you have to continually prove it. Week in, week out, year in, year out, and I will give you long-term commitment once I know I will get long-term results.
So you say treat him like they treated Carson Wentz. Do you see him drafting a quarterback in the second or third round?
Not in this year's draft,
Howie.
but in next year's draft.
Because it's loaded.
Correct. Wow. In this year's draft. Now, the crazy thing about it is the Eagles don't need that much that you actually could mess around and use a third-round pick on a Q. Just because realistically speaking, if Landon Dickerson retires, they need a left guard, a swing guard, because you need a right guard, left guard. You need a cornerback opposite Quinyon Mitchell. Outside of that, you got both your backers. You got both your safeties. Makuba's coming back. Got to figure out what you want to do with Blankenship. Don't got to pay him a lot of money. Your D-line is great. You know what I mean? Just let them grow. But like your D-line is set. Running back set. Plus you got the dude, number 27, who came from the Jags. Receiving core
AJ
set.
coming back?
Yeah.
Because now if they trade AJ, money opens up for them guys on defense.
They ain't trading AJ. That boy nice.
I'm
you know
not
what,
trading
though?
him.
If I'm thinking about Jalen Hurts though, like this third year, the numbers wasn't super great, but they were good enough, and he was the MVP, second in voting, second all team, all pro, and like sometimes the stats don't show you the impact.
True.
I looked at Sam Darnold's stats this year. I mean, he had the most turnovers in football, but he threw the ball away like 4,100 yards, something like that.
Yep.
That's pretty good, but that's stats. Some things that Jalen Hurts has, he impacts games. You get what I'm saying? So I think every stat won't show you that. And if you watch some of Jalen Hurts, games, especially that third year, bro, there was a lot of games he didn't have 300 yards passing, but he had 180, maybe 190, but he had another 60 yards rushing. And then when we need him to run the ball, like if that Jalen Hurts shows back up, I'm cool. I'm cool with paying him because he's impacting the game so much.
How do you know if that Jalen Hurts going to so you agree with us then? You not paying him until you see that Jalen Hurts shows up.
I can't pay him because even this is nothing that people don't understand. They get mad at me and all that, but I'm like, I want the Eagles to do well, duh. But anyway, last year, AJ Brown wasn't reading books. This year is reading them last year. Last year we did not throw the ball well. That's the truth. And we had a really good coordinator. You get what I'm saying? So when we blame the coordinator, I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go back to the year before that. I'm like, well, we had a really good coordinator. He got a head coaching job. That's why, he did. And we didn't throw the ball good.
They ran the ball so well.
And they ran the ball so well.
Yeah.
So now we couldn't run the ball the way we did the year before.
More.
Now you've seen the passing game was the issue. That's 2 years in a row. So I probably can't pay him right now. But if he shows back to the Jalen Hurts that we all love and fell in love with, yeah, we got to pay him. We have to.
TJ, I know
People
you got
want to pay elite players and winners. But then they give you a quarterback, though. The only thing about the quarterbacks, they are the only position where they don't have to be elite to get paid elite money.
That's one thing we agree on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing.
So all reality, we might need this paying because think about it. Where are you gonna go?
I'm waiting.
And they paying everybody else.
They do pay.
Yeah.
They done pay guys lesser than Jalen Hurts for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Trey, I know we got a $50 super chat on this subject matter. Hey, y'all drop y'all super chats. If this is your first time watching the show, we talk back to y'all. This is an interactive show. Y'all doing the show just as much as we are. Trey, talk to us.
Facts 100%. Our guy K Crazy 215 said y'all had segment after segment saying nobody wants to be the Eagles OC because of Jalen. Is he the reason that Jeff decided to quit? The reason that Vic thought about retiring? Why wouldn't certain coaches want to work with a certain head coach?
Oh, I never said that.
I'll say that.
You
I said about the OCs. Now I said that.
Oh,
no, they didn't.
I don't agree with that.
Sean Mannion is 33 years old. Sean Mannion was at Oregon State not too long ago.
What
playing.
that mean? A lot of young coaches is getting jobs.
Brian Dable.
Hold up. The NFL is a copycat league. When they start seeing these young coaches come in there, gel with the team good, be a player's coach, and they start winning, we want that.
Yeah,
that's every sport's like that. Okay.
This is what I'm going to say.
Say it.
If the Eagles' offensive coordinator position was at wanted, why did it take them so long to hire somebody?
Talk about it.
Why did it take them so long?
Speak your truth, T.
Why did it take them so long?
Speak your truth.
When they was doing their due diligence?
You know why?
We crossing our T's and dotting.
Name me some other office coordinators.
Brian Dable.
I ain't even finished my statement. Name me some office coordinators that people talk about them all day. If they do bad, they got people throwing eggs at their crib. They got all these people coming at them in the media. Where at?
It's a lot to deal with.
Tell me where at.
It's a lot to
you
deal
in
with.
Philadelphia. I always say this. Certain players can't play in Philly. Certain coaches can't coach in Philly. If you don't have no thick skin and you can't take that, if you do bad, you ain't gonna make it. Yep. When we played bad,
right.
yo, the fans would boo us. They would throw. I watched them those snowballs at Santa. What I'm telling y'all is the reason why people didn't take that job right away because it's dangerous. A dude like Nick Sirianni, all he does is win.
But it's dangerous.
Hold on.
But that's twofold.
All he does is go to the playoffs. All he does is win his division. That's all he does. And we had a slow year, and you know what we talked about, everybody keep talking about? Is his job in jeopardy. Now, what coordinator want to go to that? Think about it.
I agree with you.
So, it's tough to be in Philly. That's why I love it. I like tough, dangerous environments.
Yeah.
I like Nick Sirianni.
You should. Because he's a winner.
I do agree with you. But them top offensive coordinators, they didn't want that job. Mike McDaniel, he didn't want that job. Brian Dable, he didn't want that job.
Let's stop real quick. I love him. Daniels, I love him as a smart. He wouldn't have made it in Philly. All them jokes you doing at we losing the press conference, smiling.
That's facts.
But
man,
hold on, I got to interrupt y'all because for the sake of time, I need more super chats. Remember, we got a lot to get to this show. For the sake of time, more super chats.
We do have a couple more to get to. DJ Jackson, 24.
What up, DJ?
Send a $20 super chat.
What'd he say?
He dropped the bar. He said, "Hey, Social Trey, whenever they get on you about crying, just say this: Jesus wept." Amen.
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 Hallelujah.
Hey,
Come on, that's it.
Hold on.
No, you don't.
I
appreciate that.
don't know what the term "wet" mean back in the day.
It means like crying.
It means you cry.
No.
That's translatable in every language.
No.
Wept is cry, brother. Ain't no mistaking that, Shady.
No.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. He said, "Let's go, Birds 2026." I got another super chat from
What it say?
From K Crazy. He sent another $20 one that said, "I'll take off my Kelly Green colored glasses. No quarterback I've seen get paid at the top of the market and win. I'm not a QB wins guy. I put losses on them though, and he really is the reason we lose often. He proved what he needed to."
Talking about Jalen.
Yeah.
Hey, be positive, sir. Like that ain't always true.
That's
You
true.
win some games too now.
That's true. Any more super chats? Because I got a conversation that has to be had.
Boomer came at you, Acho. He said, "We got to chill on AJ reading a book that was 2 years ago."
You're right. That's on me. That's my L.
Yeah, that's
my
it.
L.
That's all I got.
That's my L. Hey, what we can't chill on is this. If y'all watching the Speakeasy, shout out to you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Y'all show love. We do this every night just for y'all. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that button right now and send this to somebody. This is the craziest conversation we're going to have all day. Stephen A. Smith, the biggest personality in all of sports, he ranked his top 3 quarterbacks in the NFC. He should have just added LaShawn McCoy. Matthew Stafford, number 1. Jordan Love, number 2. TJ, my glasses don't work. What did I say, number 3?
Mr. Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold, number 3. Let's take a listen to what Stephen A. had to say about the matter.
He talk football.
If you're talking about talent,
yeah, obviously.
all right, you're talking about talent, all right? And I mean, the resume's right. Now that he is a Super Bowl champion, I'd have him top 3 in the NFC.
Okay, so who else are you putting up there?
Top 3. Well, he ain't coming ahead of Matthew Stafford.
Correct.
I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, listen, from a talent perspective, he has a better resume, but I'm not putting him ahead of Jordan Love as a talent. I'm not putting him ahead of Jordan Love. I'm just not. If you're
So let me start because I love Stephen A.
We all do.
But this take was stupid because the take undermined itself. He said, if you're talking about talent, now that he's won a Super Bowl, I'm going to put him number 3. How you going to say if you're talking about talent, but then use his resume to elevate him? If you're talking about talent, regardless of the Super Bowl, he should have been top 3. You can't say, if we're talking about talent, now that he has an accolade, I'm going to move him above with the talented. So Stephen A.'s argument was just dumb because his argument cannibalized itself. His argument completely undermined itself. Now, regardless, Sam Darnold is not a top 3 quarterback in the NFC because if you're talking about talent, then you have to go Caleb Williams 1 or 2, Matthew Stafford 1 or 2, and then likely Jordan Love 3. If you're talking about talent, if you're talking about resume, Matthew Stafford, number 1, everybody shut up. Jalen Hurts, number 2, everybody sit down. And then y'all can fight over number 3. You can say Brock Purdy. You can say Dak Prescott because he's done significantly more in the regular season. You can say Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold has a Super Bowl. This is off the top of my head. Apologize if I'm omitting a name. But Stephen A.'s argument was dumb because his argument argued against itself. That's why, to me, this is absolutely asinine. But what you agree to is Sam Darnold number 3 talent-wise?
Talent-wise is a difference than what you've accomplished. Because there's some dudes that are super talented, and they just haven't accomplished, or they ain't been in the league long enough to accomplish it. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't many people have Jaden Daniels ranked as a top 5 quarterback in the National Football League when the season started? Did they not? Many people were saying Jaden Daniels he's still in the NFC.
I'm taking him over Sam too.
He was still in the NFC. He was just hurt. And so I like Sam Darnold. I'm biased because I know him. He's a good person. He's a hell of an athlete, and he's super talented.
Yeah.
But, you know how many quarterbacks would have won a team or won a Super Bowl with that team if they were the quarterback? Well, they weren't.
Yeah.
They
We'll
weren't. To put him number 3 in front of guys that have accomplished so much individually, but you haven't accomplished the ultimate goal. To me, it's kind of, what are you looking for? And it's what you said. Is it talent or is it accomplishment?
Correct.
Which one is it?
Can we just say, I mean, I don't know what Stephen A.
He's not top 3, in my opinion.
Okay, all right.
No.
Yeah. But I want to ask you,
as a talent or accomplishment.
What about as a quarterback? Like, is he a top 3 quarterback in the NFC? Forget all that winning in the Super Bowl and all that stuff and team stuff and talent. Is he a better quarterback, top 3?
No. I'm going to say it's going to be Matthew Stafford. Now, he's top 5 for sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only a couple.
Let me get your list.
He's top 5 for sure. Matthew Stafford's the best.
TJ, give me your list of the top 5 NFC quarterbacks.
Matthew Stafford will be number 1.
In order? You go in order? Okay.
Number 2 will probably be Jordan Love. Number 3 would be Jaden Daniels. Number 4 would be Dak Prescott. Number 5 would be Sam Darnold.
You didn't name Jalen Hurts at all on that joint?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I know you forgot or nothing like that.
I low-key did, but I probably wouldn't have put him. If I did put him over anybody, I will put him over Jaden Daniels just because he's so young.
All right, so when I do this question, Acho.
Yes, sir.
Can I interrupt you real quick one time to tell you why did I do this? I'm a receiver. Who gonna get me the ball?
That's a different question.
That's a different question.
No. Because if you get me the ball, that means we getting yards, we winning. When I say me, I mean just a receiver.
A receiver.
Right? That's how I look at it. Like what receivers we want to play with the guys that I name.
But see that you can't use that.
Brock Purdy, honorable mention.
But I'm saying that's because like now it's like, yo, if you getting 12 targets and you having 8 catches for 175
and then the other receiver gonna get 10 targets.
But I'm saying you'd be happy. But there's some guys that like might throw picks and they might start, you know what I mean, fumbling, holding the ball too long. And they get I don't like that one though, because it's like biased, like you said. But if we just talking about this, always if I ask you like, yo, who would you rather have? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I had to pick who I want on my squad, if you're the GM, you would look at it a little differently. Not the wide receivers. I'm the GM for my team. Who would you take over him?
Give me the team, and I'll tell you. Give me the team that I'm putting that quarterback on.
If you're starting your team, dude. You're starting your team.
Oh, I'm taking those guys I named.
Is Sam's in there or no?
Yeah. After knowing that he can take a team to a Super Bowl,
I'm gonna go. Matthew Stafford. I'm gonna go. Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
This is in order. Just 5. Can I give you 5?
Yeah.
I don't want to go in order.
Fine. Okay. Get 5.
Jaden Daniels. I'm grabbing him now.
Check. Pause that for sure. Pause that, please.
I'm pausing that. Yeah. But dude, that young, that good, bro. He had it off. That's cool. I'm taking that.
Yep. Check.
He be hurt, but we gonna figure it out. Okay. 3. I'm gonna go with I like Caleb.
Yeah, you have to.
I like Caleb is growing. He's getting better, bro. I like Caleb. That's 3. 4. I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I'm going with Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna go with James number 4. No. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go Brock Purdy. Well, it's no order. It's no order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Brock
Purdy and Jalen Hurts.
Purdy and Jalen Hurts. And then I'm gonna go 5th. I'm gonna go Jordan Love.
That was 5.
Or 6. I don't mention.
But like,
because Jordan got talent, but though it's some games I don't be seeing. Like, no.
There's like 2 more you can add. Like, honestly.
Oh, I forgot.
Who that?
I like Jared Goff.
Damn, I forgot him
I like
too.
Jared Goff.
See, when you ain't in the playoffs, you kind of get
Yeah,
forgotten about.
I forgot. I like Jared Goff.
But that's the thing. Like Caleb Williams, if Jaden Daniels can be on that list after what he did as a rookie,
yes.
then Caleb Williams should be on the list after what he did in his second year with a real coach.
Let me ask y'all Let me ask y'all a more pointed question, because people are saying, pull up this tweet, please. Why aren't Eagles fans calling Sam Darnold a top 5 quarterback since Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl like Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl? People are starting to compare Sam Darnold and Jalen Hurts' stats, and you see Jalen Hurts 2024, 41, 11 turnovers, 30, 20 turnovers. You know, there's argument there. TJ, let me start with you, because Shady, obviously the Eagles paid a lot of his bills. Is Sam Darnold better than Jalen Hurts?
Can I actually? Is it 41 touchdowns? Is that passing or total?
Total, of course.
Oh, okay.
Let's be for real.
Yeah, I mean, how many tush pushes in them? About 12?
A lot of them.
You don't know, so don't even do it.
Yeah, but that.
I can check.
Yeah, that tush push.
I can't find
I
out.
mean, it's a couple like 2 or 3.
That's about at least 12 of them.
Is Sam Darnold better than Jalen Hurts? TJ Houshmandzadeh.
What?
Is Sam Darnold?
This is a crazy question, yo. What's easy question?
He's a better passer for
oh
sure.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He's a better passer.
That's it.
Is he a better quarterback?
He's a better quarterback.
Is he a better leader of men than Jalen Hurts? No.
Why are he changing the question?
I'm getting to this. I'm going to get to it. Is he a better quarterback?
No.
I would want Sam Darnold as my quarterback before Jalen Hurts.
Oh, my God.
But no. But hold on. No. Before we go to God, he's only saying it because he's a wide receiver and he's throwing the ball more. That's why. All right, that don't mean you're going to win all the time.
We're going to win more likely.
You gonna win more. You get the ball more. You get more money.
Yeah.
You get more
But
Pro
like-
Bowls and pros. That don't count.
Jalen
He's not
Hurts,
talking about the team. He's talking about his stats. That don't count.
like Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. He's good. I'm not saying he's not. Like when you start comparing guys like, oh, I'll take him over him, is like, I don't think Jalen Hurts is trash. I don't. I think he's good. But
Jalen Hurts is better than Sam Darnold, though.
I'm taking
That's
Sam
it.
Darnold.
Talk to us,
I
2-5.
don't even want to have a whole
Talk to
long
us.
conversation about this.
Keep it quick.
Jalen Hurts is better than Sam Darnold.
Has Sam
Come
Darnold
on, bro.
ever played with a team
This team was
that
real-
Jalen Hurts has had the last 4 years?
This team
No,
right
of
here.
course not.
No.
Even this
no,
team
no,
wasn't.
no.
Even this team.
You had the best wide receiver in football, and a lot of that is him, not you.
And A.J. Brown?
I'm saying, what do you mean? They same class.
Offensive
Okay.
line,
No.
running back,
Hold
No.
up. Time out.
D-line,
No.
All right, I'll let y'all go.
secondary's only push.
Push.
So the thing is NFL, right? Like Saquon Barkley, he's better than K9.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't way better than K9. It's football. It's like why was
Shady.
I
He's
mean, y'all
better.
not
Now,
y'all
I
not
don't
talking
think
about running
anybody
backs.
is way better than
It's the
anybody in
NFL.
the league.
Yo.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is Chad Johnson better than you as a wide receiver?
I don't think he is. Many will say he
Okay,
is.
okay. Let's say people say he is, right?
Yeah.
But it's close though.
Yeah, I think it is.
I always tell people this in the NFL. Yo, the starting running back, the All-Pro dude, he's nice, right? Like Justin Jefferson is nice, but Jordan Addison on the other side, yeah, there is a gap. It ain't a crazy gap. That's what I'm telling you. That's how I feel.
Why are you looking at him like that, T?
No, because he ain't lying.
I know I ain't lying.
Like,
AJ Brown is
Acho,
nice.
you were in the league.
But
Yeah.
Devontae,
You know how many guys that could really ball get cut?
Yeah,
You'd be
that's
like,
true.
they
That's
would
true.
cut dudes, and I'd be like, damn, they really cut him?
That's true.
Dude could play.
well, hold on, man, slow down quick.
No.
No, that's my boy. So I'm talking about. Let's keep it around.
They would cut receivers, bro. These dudes could really play, and I'm like, did they really do? He
Chill
just
out,
went.
Shady. It's a good show.
No, it is.
Chill
Let's
out.
say-
Chill out. I hear Jeff Teague and me.
No, not cheating, but he taking my whole nose. But anyway, all I'm saying is that like
I agree with
Trey,
you.
why the hell you laughing? Hold on. Why the hell you laughing, Trey?
Listen,
What's so funny?
I'm just an innocent bystander. It's a lot to laugh at. I'm laughing
catching it straight?
because yesterday Shady and I just sat here and I said the highest of the high. He said no. There's levels to it. But now he's saying there's not that many levels to it.
It is levels. It's a difference.
Yo, real talk. From a lot of teams, the number one receiver to number two, the number one's probably better.
Like Chad did things that I couldn't do that he did better than me,
Yeah.
and vice versa. And what he did better than me, maybe they like that more. But I did things better than Chad also.
Yep.
And that's every guy.
For
happens.
the sake
That's
of
fair.
time, I have to move on. Too many strays are being shot
Yeah, it's crazy.
in a speakeasy.
Did you answer?
Jalen Hurts.
I thought that was an easy question. Like, Jalen Hurts is better than Sam Darnold, though. What?
He's more consistent.
But this would have way more consistent.
Way more consistent.
But the only reason it's a conversation because he won the Super Bowl.
Hey, speaking of conversations about the Super Bowl, y'all remember that dude Benito, Bad Bunny? He performed. Hey, people saying this is America at its best, united, diversity, people standing together. But there was a lot of dispute about Bad Bunny. He shouldn't do the halftime show. He doesn't speak English. We don't want Bad Bunny. Well, we don't care about men because they lie and women, they lie, but the numbers, they don't. NBC announces that Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show averaged 128.2 million viewers from 8:15 Central Eastern to 8:30 Eastern, breaking NFL social media records. The verdict is in. Bad Bunny delivered. Something else that I saw, I'll see if I can bring it up. Y'all can remove that from the screen. Bad Bunny's performance on YouTube streamed more in one day than Usher's performance on YouTube streamed in a year. So obviously every year ratings go up and viewership goes up. So the numbers on linear is one thing, but Bad Bunny's performance on YouTube in one day outstreamed Usher's performance on YouTube in 1 year. So at least from a global perspective, Bad Bunny delivered. Bad Bunny checked the boxes. Bad Bunny shut up the haters. Now again, Bad Bunny's performance, I thought it was electric. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was artistic. I thought it was vibrant. I thought it was cultural. I thought all of those things. Were there limitations on my enjoyment? Absolutely. I only took 5 years of Spanish and, you know what I'm saying, I was texting in the back a lot. So there were limitations on my enjoyment, but I thought Bad Bunny absolutely delivered and he shut up so many of the haters, of the doubters, because he did display unity, he did display diversity, he did display culture, he did display what America is all about, which is all of us vibing, all of us gelling, all of us communicating. Even when we can't communicate with our words, we can communicate with our heartbeats, we can communicate with our love, we can communicate with our minds, we can communicate with our actions. So I loved the performance. Shady.
Yeah.
Speak.
Some of that stuff I don't even really care about. Because when I watched that performance, I didn't know what he was saying, but I was vibing. It was a great performance. I would say 9 out of 10. You know, that's how special it is. If I only know the words he's saying, I know a couple words, but a couple words he was saying, but I felt the vibe. He was showing us basically what Puerto Rico is, right? He's showing to it where he come from, what it looks like, how the people are. And he showed heart, right? He showed a lot of love. I loved it. It's always, we're an old country and everybody's always, they stuck in their ways. They don't like a certain way. But the truth is, we'll always say that about different artists. And like, I don't know much country songs, but I'm sort of a country guy on there. I'm just watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like even the numbers. I don't even care about the numbers. It's the NFL. It's the best football. It's the best sports in America. Every year the numbers gonna go up. What, you gonna turn it off because it's a halftime show? No. So every year it's gonna be going up and up and up. Like, I don't know if Bad Bunny's performance better than Beyonce's or Kendrick Lamar's. It don't matter because the numbers will always go up. It's the biggest sports in America. But I enjoyed it. Bad Bunny, I'll tell you what, I'm a new fan. I'm a new fan. I love what Bad Bunny had going on. I enjoyed it.
I thought, again, I'm like everybody else. I didn't understand it. But I grew up in Southern California. Mm-hmm. I got homeboys that I've been knowing since we were in elementary that are Latino. And they know who I'm talking about. They watching the show. They just text me right now. And so when you out here, it's a melting pot of everybody out here when you grew up in Southern California. And so I really enjoyed it. I don't know the words, but it's what Shady said. It was a vibe. Like, we was in the house bobbing our heads to it because the track was going. We was cool. Did many understand what he was saying? No. Did I care? No. It's only one guy.
I loved it, though.
There's only one artist out there that's going to break records and ain't nobody going to top it if they do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Who that?
That's Chris Brown.
But I'm saying every
year. That's the only one. If Chris Brown do it, ain't nobody breaking that.
But I'm saying
nobody.
That's not true.
Ain't nobody.
Every year it's going to break.
He the best artist.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you say records and all that, every year it's going to do the same thing.
Well, the show is going to be probably the best show we've ever seen.
Chris creative. Now, Chris nice.
Because he got so many songs and he's a artist. But
sing any dance. Yep, creative.
I thought Bad Bunny did a hell of a job. I'd have been to Puerto Rico a few times thanks to my guy Prime. Like Prime, when he was playing, he would fly to Puerto Rico. Pay for everything. We was doing football camps in Puerto Rico. He fly like 30 players out there. And so that was the first time I went to Puerto Rico. Prime flew us out there. We talked about that this weekend too at the Super Bowl. Like, Prime, you remember flying us all out there? He was like, I guess he went like 7-8 times. I only went 3. But he was flying guys out there. We put on football camps, all the dudes from the league. So
it was cool, real quick. It was cool to like learning about his culture. You know what I'm saying? Dude, because I've been to Puerto Rico, but like I actually watching and learning from that. Like,
so what'd you go for?
I went for like somebody paid me to go. No,
I think
they paid me to go one time.
So you got paid.
Some female friends want to go out there. You know what I mean? Say,
plural.
Hey, why not? You know what I mean?
Why not?
But I love what I seen from Bad Bunny, bro. Like the whole vibe.
Did Bad Bunny exceed expectations, T?
No, because I knew he was a good artist going into this. You don't get selected to do the Super Bowl halftime show without being an icon, at least a global. Like, they not just selecting anybody. And we hear his songs on the radio, although we don't know what he's saying. At least I don't. I thought he did at what was expected or better. I thought the show was fantastic, the way he incorporated the culture and then brought other countries' cultures into it as well.
And then he had a lot of Puerto Ricans that was there that was successful that we all like Ricky
Martin.
Ricky Martin was out there. Did you see
Lady Gaga,
but Xander boxer.
Oh, the boxers. See, everybody don't they like who's there. See, we the boxing heads. We know that.
Let me ask you this. This is a volatile question, but it might be a more important question. Stephen A. Smith said that he wishes Bad Bunny would have spoken some English. Take a listen to this, and then y'all in the chat. Y'all let us know. Do y'all wish Bad Bunny would have spoken some English during his show? At least some more English during his show. Listen to what Stephen A. said.
People don't understand the lyrics because you're speaking it in what they deem to be a foreign language. That is a legitimate point that the president made. That part. That doesn't mean they had a problem with it. I'm just saying his statement that most people didn't understand anything he was saying. There's millions upon millions of Americans that would have wanted to hear something in English other than Lady Gaga.
He not lying.
Yeah, he not lying. Right.
We couldn't understand him. Yeah. But it was
still a great show. Still was a great show.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
Lying.
So y'all agree with him on that?
Yeah. Bro, I've been to DR plenty of times, right? And I swear to God, I need y'all to go there. I got some places for y'all.
Yep.
San Domingo, right?
Don't go to
Domingo. Don't go to Pudacana. No, that's like American. That's like America over there. Go to the capital, bro. The clubs is like Miami. Just that you ain't gonna know the words to the song.
Yep.
But you gonna be vibing,
bro. It's gonna be vibing. It's a vibe.
Let me ask you a serious question, bro, because this happened to a teammate of mine in college. Have you ever pulled a young lady who couldn't speak English? A lick of it.
Oh, that's a
lick of it
all the time.
Like none,
no English.
Yeah, every summer.
Like he had
no English though.
It's regular for him.
Like hola, let's
He just said every summer it's regular.
So I speak a little bit of.
Wait, every summer for how many summers?
Probably like I ain't go last year or so, but
last year
I ain't go last year. But prior to that, probably every.
So how you speak to him?
Oh, I talk to him, and they understand me, and I understand them.
Hey, and that the one thing to talk universally.
That's what he said.
Hey.
Money talk and bullshit walk, as they say. You know, Shady got a little paper on him when he going to Santo Domingo.
That game talk area.
Wait, you been over there?
I ain't never been.
Oh, so how you know all they do? See,
I can live vicariously through other people though. I peep, Instagram. The world is your oyster, Shady. You can find anything you need to find on the internet and
a wise man told me, yo, and it was my uncle. My uncle got all the
same
wise
uncle.
Stuff. Same uncle. Yes, bro. The real uncle. Same.
I'm going back to work.
He said, believe nothing of what you hear.
Yep.
And don't believe half of what you see.
Yep.
You tell me. You talking about Instagram like other people. You gotta go through and live it. Or when
with my wife.
No,
we gotta go to
every summer. I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna FaceTime like, yo, Trey, this is how I do it. You ready? Boom. Hola. And I'm gonna talk to her, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, it's got to be more than Hola 025.
No, that's the first. That's the start.
Okay, bet.
You know what I mean?
And then they know what it is.
One moment though.
Okay. Goya rice. Goya rice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, let's move it along. Hey, it's been a show. If y'all just tapping into the Speakeasy, welcome. TJ Hushmanzada in the building. 252 Live, Shady McCoy in the building. On the back, Social Trey in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the bell button to set alerts when we are going to be on. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe. It's our last live show until March 1st, but we have jam-packed content that we have booked and we have dated previously to make sure that we have this channel popping for y'all even while we're gone. The show will still be on 8:15 Pacific, 10:15 Central, 11:15 Eastern. But let's get to a topic that I vehemently disagreed with. I think fighting is stupid. I think it's stupid. I think fighting, particularly in sports, is dumb. The only time I am fighting is if someone who I care about life is in danger or gets disrespected, or if my life is in danger. I will deal with the disrespect in several ways. I think fighting is dumb. We saw fighting occur on the basketball court yesterday, but then somebody had an irrational take I need y'all to hear. In case you missed what happened yesterday, this was a brawl. Pistons, Hornets, Duran, Musa, they're squabbling right here. They squabbling right here. Cool. So that occurs. But then Lemon Pepper Lou Williams, he took to his show and he had this to say about Duncan Robinson, one of the players on the court who didn't join in on the fight. Take a listen.
Only person I'm mad at, Duncan Robinson.
Dude, I was going to say. He's a meme.
It's bad, Duncan Robinson. Listen, if it ever come a time where your teammates acting like they don't trust you, you earn that, dog. You gotta, you ain't look.
Speaking of this man,
oh my
Duncan
God.
Robinson walking away from the fight instead of joining the fight.
That's a bad.
At least
Duncan,
pretend, right?
Like I'm not gonna make it about you, but you gotta at least go over there and grab a teammate, do something. You can't.
Shut up, please. Like, why are we encouraging someone to get into a fake fight? That wasn't a real fight, number one. Number two, the fight is over. Number three, if you choose to be ignorant and stupid and you want to get fined and you want to lose money and you want to come off the bench and you want to miss games, don't drag me into your stupidity. Be stupid by yourself. Stupidity doesn't love company. That's misery. I hate when people want to condemn someone for doing something intelligent. Duncan Robinson is looking at all them grown men scrapping, all that sweat and these fists flying everywhere, and he's saying to himself, what business I got joining this fight? There are some fights that are legitimate. When Rudy Gobert was getting choked out by Draymond Green, help him, save him, please. But that nonsensical facade of a fight, why should someone join in on that? And then beyond why should someone join in on that, T? Don't chastise me if I'm the one person on the court who's like, I'm not going to add to this foolishness. I'm not going to add to this stupidity. I'm not going to add to this nonsense. I'm going to the bench. I'm tired. So, like, to me, I think it's dumb. I think Lou Williams' take, I disagree with it vehemently. Like, I'm not going to look any lesser at Duncan Robinson because he didn't join in on that fight. Other fights, yes. Like, there are certain fights, if y'all remember, Shady, I couldn't find the video. I think you were still, I don't think Chip Kelly had made the most irrational decision of all time yet. Chris Baker, back in like 2013 or 2014, hit Nick Foles late.
Yeah, he did. Nick
Foles on the ground, wincing in pain. Everybody got their helmets and went to go scrap, myself included. I don't even know. I'm just got a helmet. I'm just swinging on everybody. That is a fight worth fighting. I'm not joining this nonsense. T, what you think?
When you're in the NBA, you got to be me. I'm jumping in for sure. I'm gonna get involved in that. And Duncan Robinson, when I watched that, he could have gotten involved and just been a peacemaker. He could have just grabbed guys and been a peacemaker. Like when I first saw this topic, I'm like, yeah, Duncan Robinson, he was fine. That's not his personality. And when you watch it, like, bro, just go grab some. Like, Isaiah Stewart, he just kind of come out of nowhere. Like, oh, these my teammates, I'm getting involved. And he headlocking, putting people in chokeholds, trying to knock everybody out. I would have liked to see Duncan Robinson, if you not throwing punches, which in the NBA game it is actually dumb because you're going to get fined a ton, you're going to get suspended, so now you're losing even more money. Bro, just go break it up. Be the peacemaker. Like, don't just stand back. Just start grabbing your teammates to save them money. That's what I would have liked to see him do.
Yeah, I agree on that. Sometimes I don't like when people say stuff. Cause like I don't know. You think Will going if a fight breaks out? You think Will going?
He got to he said what he said. He got to jump in.
I'm saying, like, cause I've seen Boogie on there. Boogie Cousins. I know what he going to do.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. But anyway, that's here and there. I will say this though. T is right. If you're not gonna get in a fight with your teammates, the dudes you practice with every day, that y'all sweat with, that you go to war with, then go in there and break it up a little bit. You know, matter of fact, let me go protect my teammate. Let me go stop. Like I'd rather you do that.
He can't stand back like that.
Yeah, you can't
There's
nothing,
just
though.
no way he could just stand back.
Yes,
he walking like it ain't nothing going on. Look at Isaiah Stewart, bro.
Yes, he can.
Social trade. Hold on, let me give y'all an angle of this, and then social trade chime in. Social trade chime in. Here's this other angle of it. Obviously, there's Isaiah Stewart comes sprinting out of nowhere. Bomb.
Look,
Miles Bridges there trying to throw these hands. Bomb. Bomb.
then he got him in a headlock. Bow, got him in a straight headlock.
There's LaMelo Ball over the cursor. There's LaMelo Ball.
Look, he even trying to be a peacemaker.
Here's Duncan Robinson and this
Just
other
strolling.
individual.
That's Jaden Durden.
Trey, chime in.
So this is my thing. This is what I think about. Again, I'm with y'all. I'm jumping in. That's just how I was raised. If the homies is in a squabble, we all squabbling. It's just how it is. Now, I told Shady yesterday, TJ, I'm curious of your take on this. I respect the ones. If two people running the ones, I'm staying out of it. Now, if it's 3, 4, or 5 of us and we all meet up with another 3, 4, 5, then look, we all scrapping. It is what it is.
I respect the ones. If my partner getting beat up, I'm jumping in. Straight
That's
up
fair.
and down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We ain't gonna find out.
Yep.
If you fight my man,
I'm jumping in.
I'm jumping in.
You jumping in off the rip.
If you like my homie,
I respect the ones.
If you my homie, as soon as you throw a punch, I'm throwing it right behind you.
That's
if
fair.
you my homie,
man.
That's
You
fair.
my
But the reason I'm not mad at Duncan is because it's like the age old argument where people like street code, right? Ain't no snitching in the streets. If a dude not from the streets, he don't gotta adhere to that. If he snitch and he not in the streets, never been in the streets, I'm not gonna be like, oh, he shouldn't have snitched. Snitch. That's not his area. Duncan Robinson ain't a scrapper. He's a thief. He's robbed the Miami Heat of $100 million as a subpar shooter, as a player. Just he's a thief. He's not a fighter. So I can't be mad at Duncan.
But Trey, we saying you don't gotta be a fighter.
just break it
Just
up.
break it up. Go grab one of your homeboys. Yo, you know what? Ain't worth it, man.
Grab these players that are getting suspended, losing money now. If you go grab them,
That's the real teammate. Look at K.
Hey, take this.
K's best friend on the court.
Rome, take this. Let me see if I can run it back. Let me see if I can run it back.
You see K out there grab this like, come on, man.
So look, here's why I disagree. My thing is like, you already got all these coaches grabbing. I'm gonna pause this right here. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why? Pause, bro.
okay, but
You got
look,
about 10. You got 10 coaches in the joint.
He can't go grab number 9.
He grab this ref with the hair with the
go
ponytail?
grab number 9. You right behind
grab
him.
number 9.
Go grab Cade Cunningham. He your best player.
Oh,
you don't know what he doing.
But my problem is, then it's just you just another body in the fray. Because
No,
think about
you're
this.
being a peacemaker.
Peep number 9, right? Peep number 9.
Yeah, that's Thompson.
So number 9 ain't doing nothing. So you want to go grab number 9 who's going to grab somebody else?
He about to go, son. He going over there.
Listen,
He ain't doing nothing. Look.
Yeah, I'm trying. He getting in the mix. Yo,
he throwing punches.
I got a question.
He hammer fisted him.
I got a question.
Talk to me, 2-5.
Are
Talk
you
to me.
saying? I just want to make sure we clear because it's kind of like a lot. So you saying you would do what Duncan though?
I'm saying I don't have an issue with what Duncan did.
But I'm asking you. Would you do what Duncan did?
I would go in there and just start moving. I would go in there and just
all right.
that's what we saying. I would just go in there like, I'm not doing nothing. Cause I would just go in there and get the mix.
So we say the same thing.
But
Go in there. That was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
but same thing though.
Here what I'm not. I would do what Thompson is doing, right? But I'm nosy. So I would do I would do what number 9 is doing. Hold on. Let me show y'all who I am. I'm 9. I'm him right here. I'm Thompson. I'm just seeing what's up. I'm just seeing what's up.
That looks better though. Like how about if the head coach? I ain't gonna say his name because he's so respected, but I know a head coach there is well respected. Everybody love. If there's a fight, something happens to a player or a quarterback, and you don't do nothing, he's gonna show you in front of the whole team. And if I tell you the name, you'll be surprised. Yeah, we a team, yo. What? You gonna let somebody do something to your team? You gonna do nothing back?
It's a must.
You might not be on the team tomorrow. Well, depending on who you are, but
see, the only reason I disagree with y'all is this wasn't a legitimate fight. Like a legitimate fight, I'm with you.
When it comes to the NBA, this was a fight because we don't see this many people on the court in the NBA game when something starts up. You don't see this. So for the NBA, this is bad because we haven't seen anything like this in a long time. Yeah, they not really fighting.
Why?
But you could act like
why is
you
that
got your
though,
guys back.
It's good for the game.
But why? This is what I don't get about basketball. This is what I don't like about basketball players. You ain't got no helmet on. You ain't got no pads on. You ain't got none of that on. If a dude disrespects you, do something to you, you can punch him in the face, and then it's like right here. It's like regular.
This is the thing.
It's like playing the court at home.
You're gonna lose a lot of money. But once you
They gonna lose our money anyway.
Once you drop one person, ain't nobody else gonna try you because they know what you're willing to do.
But they make so much money though. You find them $100,000. That ain't split as that.
Nah, they gonna get suspended about 10 games, and if you're a big money dude, that's gonna hit you a couple million easily.
Okay.
Trey, what's up?
Okay, listen.
The super chat.
We got some super chats. Our guy Swaggy D said, "Por qué no te gustan Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, and Trevor Lawrence?"
No. Because when we had the Indian accent,
I forgot
you got all shy.
No,
and you didn't want to do the Indian accent. Now all of a sudden, you speaking fluent Spanish with a Hispanic accent.
I took Spanish though through 7
Shady,
years. I respect the culture. I'm ingratiated in the culture.
Was Shady here that day?
I don't know what Indian.
He wasn't here.
It was TJ. It was TJ because TJ was egging it on.
Context.
He wasn't here.
So 2-5. We had a super chat from India. And whenever we get a super chat from a country, you read it how you assume that person might sound. Australia, a good day, mate.
Accent.
Right? Like England, anything crumpets. Right? Like so we had an Indian super chat 2-5.
Okay.
But Trey wasn't trying to read it in the Indian accent. He got all scared.
I was cool off of it.
So now that we
you don't know how to do Indian accent?
I mean, I can, but yeah, it's offensive.
Oh, okay.
I think.
So now that we got a Hispanic super chat, I don't want them to give me all this Spanish. Give the Hispanics the same respect you was giving my Indian.
But see, it's a difference because there's a proper way to speak the language of Spanish, 1, and 2, I know the proper way to speak it. I took 7 years of Spanish. I took it all the way through up to
they
college.
Just had Bad Bunny at the halftime show.
Yeah.
Like
and I gotta respect, our Spanish speaking guest. He said, "Por qué te gustan?
Yeah.
Por qué no te gustan? Baker Mayfield,
I forgot about Baker.
Sam Darnold, and Trevor Lawrence."
Now what that say?
Don't
tell him. Shady speaks Spanish.
Oh yeah, Shady, you speak Spanish.
So what's the question?
So let me repeat the question.
He said they garbage.
He said, "Por qué no te gustan?"
Garbage.
That's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
Garbage is basura or something.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
That's not what he said.
So
I don't know what he said. Translation, please.
means why.
Regular.
Te gustan means y'all like. So he's saying por qué no te gustan. That means why don't y'all like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, okay. Well, I do. So that ain't me.
I mean, you know what it is? I don't dislike them. I just don't see how everybody else sees them.
Yeah.
Like growing up and trying to go to the NFL, and then you get there, right?
Yep.
Now, everybody had different schools. Some guys went to USC, somebody goes to all these schools. Okay, cool. You see they're better than what they are because the players they play with.
Mm-hmm.
They get to the pros, right? And now it's the elite, the best of the best. Let's see how good you are. And then we get there, these guys go top draft picks, like top 10, top 4, top 1.
Yeah.
And then they be okay, and nobody really talks about it.
Yeah.
And then they start playing well. And it's like, oh my God, thinking like, well,
yeah.
But the dude did go like the third pick.
Yeah.
Because if he was a third or fourth rounder,
He'd be at home.
He'll be at home right now.
Or trying to
go to the pocket. So I just keep it. I grade every player like how you're supposed to grade them. I don't play this fan. I'm not a fan of these guys. I watch the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't dislike Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield is like above average quarterback. Okay. Right? You can a bridge quarterback. If you're looking for a real elite quarterback, you get a guy like that. Yep. I look at Sam the same way. Like Sam won a Super Bowl. Does that change how I look at him? He's won a Super Bowl, so I give him credit for that. But I don't look at you like you just some super great I don't do that. I don't believe in that.
That's fair. For the sake of time, super chats.
Listen, we got a $50 super chat from Double Down Media. Said Acho going into the mix and just moving has me dying. Yo, now this is where it gets crazy. Yo, Wakandan brothers are disappointed. That is wild. That is wild.
What's his name?
That was Double Down Media.
Yeah. Hey,
you think he's Nigerian?
No, not based off the name.
No, I don't think so.
We got some housekeeping.
We do.
We got some housekeeping.
Yeah.
To take care of.
Oh wait, you going here, or do we want to?
We got to set it first. We got to set the scene first.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what?
You got another super.
Rome.
We doing the
do what you're supposed to do, Rome.
Okay, so
can we just toss to it
to the joint that we talked about? Yeah, I mean, I can intro it, or we can just toss it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna just get straight to it though. Actually, Shady, you owe somebody some money.
You owe some money.
You owe some money,
You
big
owe some
dog.
money.
You owe some money, big dog.
You owe some money.
You owe some money
You
to
owe
one
some
of our
money.
Speakeasy regulars.
Yup.
You made a $300 bet.
He coming to collect.
With our dog in Atlanta who's
He
a
coming to
Seahawks fan.
collect.
He said, Shady, bet $300 my
He
Seahawks
coming to
win the Super
collect.
Bowl. And you said, that's a bet. It's time to pay up, Shady.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
We figured you might not.
We
figured
I
you might
anticipated you getting amnesia when it came to you owing money.
So
as a result, I came prepared. I did my job. Can we in the back? Can we cue up what we got?
Well, thank you, Trey.
To jog Shady's memory.
Now take that jersey off, Lambert. Shady, $300 Super Bowl bet. Ooh. And when my Seahawks win, you got to come out to ATL and kick it with your boy. Whole crew if you can.
Oh, wait.
Now, listen. Before y'all go.
I want to do it anyway. I mean, I'm in ATL. My son here, I can't. But I'll meet you though, homie. Trade information. We'll meet in a cool entertaining place.
Yeah, like a city of magic.
But now, Shady, are you willing to take him up on his $300 bet, knowing that he just said
Look at Trey's game.
New job?
I bet that. I bet 300.
Okay.
I'm sad though, because it ain't gonna be no Sam Darnolds in the city of magic. It's gonna be some Strouds.
It's definitely gonna be some Strouds.
Wow.
They hit on Stroud, huh?
Wow.
Stroud, dude.
No. Move the goalposts. You owe some money.
Yo,
You owe some money.
So then we got a DM today.
Yo, was he Instagram?
So he hit y'all?
How I missed it?
Is he on the show today?
He sent something to Shady. He got a message for Shady. Can we play what my dog got?
Ain't no
My
way.
dog Cam got for Shady. He got a message for him, man.
I need my 300, Shady. You're going to see me tell you I need my 300. You're going to say that's one for the Rams, one for the 49ers, one for the Patriots, $100, $100. We put it together as 3. Rams defense, no problem. 300 on them. Matter of fact, $100 for every 100 yards Sam Darnold threw on the Rams defense. Let's do that. Speakeasy. All y'all boys, shout out to y'all. Y'all put me on. Acho, you need to start sharing your picks with everybody else. Lambert, wearing jersey, get in there. Matter of fact, everybody in that room needs to hold you accountable for never wearing a Cowboys jersey in there. I'll see you later, brother. I'll see you when you hit my city on. Hey, the city of magic is maybe like 7 minutes away. Peace up. Hey, town down.
Hey, you know what?
Shout out on regular Cam, man.
Nah, real talk. I'm going to Atlanta. Do some recruiting and all that. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna holler at him though.
Okay.
Give me his info. Well,
Okay.
Let's give me his name on Instagram.
Okay, bet.
You know what I mean? I'm
I'll do that. Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
hey,
that's a bet.
On this show, we're about accountability.
Absolutely.
But it's good to know we're not the only show about accountability.
That's facts.
It's good to know there's podcasts around the world that's about accountability.
Yep.
Because the story that took the world by storm, in case y'all missed it, we make sure y'all know everything in a Speakeasy. The story that took the world by storm yesterday, Club 520, another podcast, they got heated. And to add context, I'm going to show y'all this clip. But they're about accountability too. This was yesterday during the show.
Let's keep it moving. So clearly,
but you went to the game and they actually
put me on the
player, Zaire Smith.
I'm trying to understand. What's your point, bro? You keep trying me.
For context, Jeff Teague and Zaire Franklin are going at it because Jeff Teague is disrespecting Zaire Franklin's name. Zaire Franklin, all-pro linebacker for the Colts.
Stop. Don't disrespect my name. Hold up, Jeff. Don't disrespect my name. You know my name.
Zaire. I don't know your last name. Zaire.
Stop disrespecting me, Jeff. Hold up, Jeff. Don't disrespect me, Jeff. We live, so we don't got to don't disrespect me.
I don't remember your last name. They put Zaire.
You don't just. All right, bro.
What is it?
Franklin. All right, bro. What you trying to be on, bro? What you really trying to be on, though, man? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you taking it somewhere else. Like we can have a combo. Like we at work, bro. Like what you want, bro? Like we ain't gotta do all this, gang. They put me on the jumbotron. They didn't put you on jumbotron. They put me on the jumbotron. They cheer, nigga. They cheer. They say all pro. Have you ever been all NBA? No. Have you ever you was a one-time All-Star? I promise you, I'm gonna get another Pro Bowl before you get into the All-Star. Your career is over. You was trash. They traded you all over the fucking NBA. You never stood. I was a captain on every fucking team I was on.
How many years you played?
So calm down, gang. Like niggas really fuck with me. I'm really carrying it out here, and I came in late.
What pick
You was an early pick. I was a late pick, and I got out the fucking mud. So watch your mouth when you talking to me, nigga. All right, bro. Nah, because you really trying me.
All right, people are actually
tripping.
So that was yesterday. TJ, before I get to today and the accountability, we didn't hear your thoughts. Can I get a quick 1 minute thought from you on that egotistical nonsense?
I just feel when you're in that situation and you're Zaire Franklin, you 100% got to defend yourself. Like, bro, you're not just going to talk down to me. And that's what he was doing. He was talking down to him
he did that
like he wasn't shit. And so, like, when you in the NFL and you get drafted where Zaire Franklin got drafted at, I don't think people realize how hard it is to do what he's done in the short time he's been in. Like, Pro Bowler and All-Pro, he was drafted late.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do, and so I don't like if you make it, you the best of the best.
Yep.
And I don't think people realize how hard it is.
They don't.
Because every school in America, every high school, all them kids think they going to the league.
Yep.
Just chop them off. Every college, Division 1, 2, 3, and all those dudes think they going to the league.
They going.
He actually in the league, and he playing, and he a baller.
Correct. So with that being said, Jeff Teague, he got called out by everybody on social media. TJ Hushmanzada's take was a resounding take. So they came on the pod today and they addressed what popped off yesterday.
Addressed the elephant in the room yesterday. We had a spirited episode yesterday. Sorry to the listeners who was driving and hearing this. I'm sure it did not sound that well, man. Hey, we a live show. We messed up live. We apologize live, man. We'll give y'all a better product today. But yesterday wasn't our best foot forward, man. And y'all definitely let us know about it.
Oh, facts. Yeah, I was blowing my shit up. But shout out to Z.
Yeah.
That's my dog. Me and him go back and forth every day on and off camera about basketball topics and football topics. We always comparing who got what, who do what. So shout out to him. It's all love. We dapped up yesterday after the show. We all talked about it. These niggas got on my ass yesterday. Mike got on my ass talking about, hey, he can go when I said that or whatever. Nigga, he was like, nigga, we 5-2 and we all won. So I appreciate that. And I apologized to him last night about the show, about disrespecting his name, because he's a diehard about his legacy and what he want to build and all the things that he got going for the Franklin. So I apologize to him about that. Y'all.
Let me ask you this. 2-5, do you think Teague needed to apologize?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people that, like he talked about his homeboys, he got a lot of respect for. They checked him like, yo, that was wrong, you know? And then, like he's a guest on our show. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm a guest on somebody's show, like, don't make me feel like I ain't shit. Yeah, that's crazy. But I respect Jeff for doing this, though, because, you know, it take a lot of courage to really come out and say, you know, I was wrong. Because I seen a couple, I actually like Jeff, so I like what they got going on. You know what I mean? But there's sometimes I do see him and, like, maybe Gil sometimes, they be talking about real, like, ill cats that was really, really nice. And I be thinking, like, how can you talk better? He's nice. You know what I mean? As a player. So, but I do like this. I respect that because it's not easy to do that. Yeah. He got a lot going on. You know what I mean? They got big egos. They win on their show. He's like, man, I don't need him. So for him to do that, that was big. That was real big.
I loved it. I loved it. Shout out to you, Jeff Teague. Shout out to you, 520. Shout out to you, Jeff Teague, for real, though, because your humility, it matched your ego. Your ego was running rampant during the course of that show, especially when you told the man who you have on your show, we don't need you. It's never a football show in 520. But you sat back, you took reprove, you took people actually checking you, you listened to it, you came back the next day, and you actually apologized. Like, I loved it. I think it was necessary because a lot of people don't play about their name. You work hard for your name. You especially that family name. Like, you work hard for that family name. Zaire Franklin has worked hard for that name. And even if it didn't matter to Teague, it mattered to Franklin. And I think what we got to do a better job at, especially in society, is, okay, if you care about this, then I'm going to care about this. The definition of empathy. If it matters to you, I'm going to allow it to matter to me. So obviously, Jeff Teague don't care that much about his name, and he don't care that much about his career. Zaire Franklin cares exponentially about his name. So to me, shout out to Jeff Teague allowing his humility to overpower his ego and allowing his empathy to grow. I think that's something we could all learn from. That was huge to me.
This is why I liked it. Because he said he apologized to Zaire last night after the show, man-to-man, face-to-face. Mm-hmm. That could have been the end of it. He apologized to the man that he disrespected. But because the disrespect was public, he apologized to the public as well. To let them know, to let us know, you know, I said what I said to him privately, but I'm going to say it to y'all publicly that I was wrong. That to me is more than anything. He could have just let it be. And everybody would have just thought he never apologized, even though he did. So the disrespect was public and apology was as well.
Trey, I know that's your Indiana crew.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
Hey, listen, man. A lot of times situations like this back home, they don't go like that. It's a lot of pride that goes on in Indianapolis, a lot of tough guys stuff, and when altercations like this happen, you don't see this as the end result. So I'm proud of Teague. I'm proud of the whole panel for holding Teague accountable, because that's another thing. Because Teague, he's got his brother and then he's got two of his homies, and I've seen where homies are famous, you know, whether it's professional athletes, celebrities, entertainers, whatever, they're yes men, and they don't hold them accountable. So I was probably most impressed by that part of it, to see the guys around him holding him accountable. Like, hey, yo, you got to, even Mike, shout out to Mike. I know Mike personally. We were 2 media creators in Indiana. He said, Teague shouted out. He was like, Mike, help me accountable. Like, we do the show without him. He like, this is Club 520. We not doing the show without him. You need to lock in and make things right. So I'm proud of him. I appreciate it. Like I said, I had faith they'd get it together yesterday, and they did. So nothing else to add there.
I think to me, it's all about, you can't let your ego get in the way in any relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let your ego get in the way, especially like us as black men, and all of us at least aspire to be alphas. Shady McCoy, all-time leading rusher, Philadelphia Eagles. TJ, 12-year NFL vet, made himself a Pro Bowl. I did nothing in football. Don't care about it. But on television, I'm like, not too many people can see me. Yep. But it's like, we all have different things we can choose to be egotistical about. Yeah. But I think when you're creating something special, which we're trying to figure out how to create something special here in the Speakeasy, you got to figure out, okay, how am I going to put that ego away? How am I going to let that ego subside? And how are we going to move past it, especially as men, especially as alphas, particularly as black men? You know what I'm saying? Because puff your chest out, show everybody how tough you are, show everybody how great you are. Bro, let the action speak. Yeah. When a rising tide floats all boats, like when the crew win, everybody win. You know what I'm saying? So like, to me, I appreciated that. And I don't think, because Trey, some people are saying the apology was weak. Y'all think the apology was weak in the sense of like Zaire being too sensitive.
What you want him to do?
No.
How you want him to apologize? Get on his knees? Apology is an apology.
Yeah. Oh, people said it was too weak?
Yeah. They said Zaire was being sensitive.
Man, they lucky his big ass didn't go grab him up. He from Philly, I think. He ain't, man, listen. I thought he was about to grab him. Y'all ain't think so?
You could hear it in his
voice. It was going there. It was headed that direction.
You could hear it.
And one people in football that don't have, well, I ain't gonna say that, but the ones that be real cuckoo, it be D linemen and they be linebackers.
They banging every play.
I'm thinking like they all be like crazy. I'm like,
a little loose.
So I'm like, damn. I'm like, he getting to it though. He about to get up.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Them dudes just having concussions in practice.
And this ain't basketball. This ain't basketball where we gonna act like it. You know what I mean? He gonna go grab him.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
But I'm happy they squashed it, dog. That was good.
Yeah, I don't think Zaire was being sensitive. I mean,
hell no.
I don't think so.
Yo, first of all, the dude is an all pro. Like, CJ never know all NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you playing me, but how? Yeah. You know, and then you say shit like that. They don't know my name. That's crazy though. Like, you an athlete?
Yeah.
So you ain't playing with somebody's name. You know what I mean? That was a lot.
Hey, speaking of making a name for yourself, Raiders' new head coach, Clint Kubiak, he is taking over as the Raiders head coach after winning a Super Bowl for the Seahawks at offensive coordinator. The expectations are wildly high. Let's level them in the Speakeasy. Shout out to y'all if y'all still watching, y'all still tapped in, y'all still hanging. We still got about 10, 15 more minutes of great content for y'all. But moving on to Kubiak, he was doing his presser today, and I want y'all to take a listen.
Where you at, Ashton? What's up, dude? You know, man. Very excited about his skill set and what he brings. I got a lot of tape to catch up on, dude, but I saw you play a lot of snaps at Boise. Very excited about his talent. But the thing I would tell him and all his teammates is that it's not just about one guy. We got to get the line on the same page. We got to get our quarterback to get the right run checks. We got to get our receivers to go block for him, all right, so that we can get the play action going. But
so the first round pick last year, Ashton Genty, a top 5 pick. The number 1 overall pick this year will be Fernando Mendoza. Here is Raiders owner Mark Davis on Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando, what'd you think of him?
What's that? He looked good. Yeah, he won the national championship. So that's a good thing. We'd like to have that.
Well, how would you define success this next season?
Well, again, success is always winning the Super Bowl, but progress is really what I'm looking for. And I've been looking for the last 5-6 years.
Oh, more than that.
And, we just haven't achieved that yet, but keep trying. And sometimes you get it right. What do they say? Broken clock's right twice a day.
Right. TJ, let me start with you because Shady and I have discussed this matter already. Success. What's it look like for the Raiders? Raiders are going to have a new year head coach. He's just coming off a Super Bowl. Going to have a new quarterback. He's coming off a national championship. You're bringing in winners. At the 2 most important heartbeats of the organization, they're winners. Fernando Mendoza, he turned around a college program. He's a winner. Clint Kubiak, he turned around an NFL program. He's a winner. So your leaders of your organization aren't just winners. They're winners at the highest level of their level. They know how to get it done, and they know how to turn around programs. Indiana's as losing an organization as the Raiders are, more so. Indiana's the second losingest program in the history of college football, and they just won a national championship. Seattle Seahawks were the dregs of the NFC for a long, mediocre NFC for a while, and they just won a Super Bowl. So what does success look like? Or more importantly, do you believe Kubiak and Mendoza can turn the Raiders around?
He said success is just progress. Well, he was getting that with AP, and he let him go. Now, you have Ashton Genty. He drafted extremely high, didn't do much. Offensive line, just they were a mess as a football team last year. But if you try to mimic, and I'm looking at teams, I'm like, damn, what teams had the number 1 pick with a quarterback and then came back the following year, got a playmaker at the highest of levels? Try to mimic what the Bengals have done. They draft Joe Burrow. They come back and get his college teammate and Jamar Chase. So they draft Fernando Mendoza this year. They're probably going to be bad again.
Mm-hmm.
Next year receiving class, at least on paper, has a chance to be one of the best receiving classes ever. I done worked with a lot of them dudes. Obviously, the best one, Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, my God, he's good.
Hey, but them boys at Clemson, bro, like nobody really know them kids can play like that because they quarterback ain't. But, bruh, Wesco and TJ Moore, bruh, like.
Nice.
Yeah. Big, fast, quick, can jump, run routes. Like, I was shocked. So next year's receiving class is going to be a great receiving class. So if you can get Mendoza, you got Ashton Genty, you get a receiver next year, and I have no doubt in my mind, Kubiak's a great offensive designer of plays. The run and the pass is going to marry like he was talking about in the play action. But that offensive line, now, you can really build this team. Max Crosby seems like he don't want to be there. That's fine. You don't fit in what we trying to do. Because when we ready to really win, you may be out your prime. Trading for a couple first-round picks, now you rolling.
I don't see it. I don't see the Raiders doing. They in a division with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They gonna come back.
If Mendoza is the first pick,
what's that mean? Because
the Raiders got not if he's the first pick, meaning if he's good enough to be that.
Let me ask you a question.
They got a chance.
Let me ask you a question. Right, I watched him play. Now, I'm a naked eye because I don't, college. Everybody's good in college. Like some of the weakest dudes I know is good in college.
Yeah.
Okay. You honestly,
I'm not sold on Mendoza.
I'm not either. The
I'm
number
not.
1 pick.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold.
When
I don't say that about a lot of guys. I'm not.
When I look at him, I see like a athletic, but probably not as a better passer, like a Kirk Cousins, something like that.
I just felt like he's a good player.
Yeah.
But that Miami game, his receivers made great plays, uncommon plays. I'm not sold on Mendoza.
I'm not either.
But if he is as good as they believe he's going to be, the Raiders do have a chance. Because I think Kubiak, he was a revelation this year with the Seahawks, bro, offensively.
Yeah,
here's a revelation.
Let me ask you one more question before we move on.
Yes, sir.
Why? I want you and T to answer this question. Why is it that like every NFL player I talk to that's involved with college, when I ask them about Mendoza, they're like, "Yeah, I like him, man, but I don't know if he's like gonna save a franchise in the NFL."
It wasn't like when Joe Burrow was playing at LSU.
Like when Joe Burrow, you like,
we got to get him.
Gotta get him.
Mendoza doesn't do anything special. He does everything good to really good. Caleb Williams had a wiry arm, could make off-platform throws, and probably has high 4.4 speed. I saw him run away from Texas DBs. Jaden Daniels, we know, has 4.4 speed. Is a pocket passer, but also one of the best runners in the National Football League. Kyler Murray had an incredibly strong arm and was incredibly fast. You knew what time it was. Baker Mayfield, he had clutch factor.
Even Baker, yes.
He had intensity. Yes. He had moxie. Plus, you asked Josh Allen. Josh Allen came on a previous show with Shady and I. Baker Mayfield might have the strongest arm in the National Football League. I'm just going through number 1 overall picks. Cam Newton, the number 1 overall pick. He's bigger than me.
Even
and I play
Cam
linebacker.
Ward, though.
Right? Cam Ward.
Cam Ward showed us like talent.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Mendoza.
I'm not sold on him.
But the crazy thing about it is
like a hard
Mendoza's the type of quarterback who will come and stabilize your franchise for 10 to 12 years.
And if he does that,
why you say that?
Now that division may be the toughest division of football if he can do that.
Now the Broncos is good now.
I say that for this reason, though, because I think Mendoza's floor is higher than all of their floors. One, because he's coming in extremely polished, extremely poised, and extremely grown and mature. Like Mendoza's all football all the time.
But
so
you know,
off rip, you don't have to worry about dumb stuff. Jackson Dart getting 5 concussion tests in a season. So you don't got to worry about like just dumb stuff. Then you don't have to worry about like maturation issues. So off rip, I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about anything off the field that sometimes you might have to worry about.
Most quarterbacks you don't have to worry about that, but go ahead.
You don't. But then secondarily, I'm like, he's just a protector of the football, which most young
when you're at
quarterbacks.
Indiana, the way they ran the ball so effectively, it's going to just be, and they couldn't do that against Miami. And you saw what happened against Miami.
But correct. But against Miami, Mendoza did what? Back shoulder after back shoulder.
Those are great catches.
They were, but that was great ball placement too.
Those are what you gonna do? Throw it over the top and were great catches.
But a back shoulder has to
like we cannot like I'm
but
not giving
back shoulder has to live on the back shoulder. If you throw the back shoulder on the front shoulder, DB's like there's a 1 yard radius of where that back shoulder must live.
I cannot get a quarterback credit for a great catch by a receiver. I cannot. Because those are great catches.
Nowadays they will.
But those are really good.
But this is how we do the quarterbacks, so.
That's how we do them, yeah.
Those are really good. No, that's a great catch.
They ain't gonna say
that's
that.
a great catch.
They ain't gonna do that.
You jumping up, catching it with a dude on your back.
But the two things, T, don't have to be mutually exclusive. Not to mention, like, one, this I'm just typed in Fernando Mendoza. I remember this play here. This play just showed like, hey, I want it.
He can run
hey, Rome, let this play. Just a really good QB draw. Like this has nothing to do with.
I don't see it, bro.
This has nothing to do with the receivers.
I don't see the arm strength.
Like that's just want to.
Yeah, that's all.
I respect that. But I'm saying, like, even as a quarterback, like I just don't see the arm. I don't see it. And is he gonna be a scrambler?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're not a scrambler, you got to be a passer. And I just when I watched play this year, he wasn't showing me like
what happens
top
in the league
NFL quarterback
when
throws.
We got to put the game on your back and we need you to go. We need you to throw this thing 15 times in a row. We haven't seen him do that in college. Not one time. Where we need you to throw the ball to win this game. We haven't seen it. We didn't see that in Indiana. You're an Indiana fan. Have you seen it?
No, but I don't know. I think Mendoza deserves a little bit more credit than what y'all are giving him. Simply because I look at Charlie Becker, one of the receivers, and he had 0 drops this year. I can't give him as the receiver all the credit for that. Like Mendoza has to place those balls where only Charlie's catching them.
I gotta catch him.
Yeah, he gotta catch them. It's a mutual thing. That's what I'm saying. You can't discredit Mendoza to boost the receivers, you can't discredit the receivers to boost Mendoza.
It's not a discredit to Mendoza because you have to be a good quarterback to go undefeated and lead your team to a national championship. You have to be a good quarterback.
We talking the pros,
but
though.
I'm talking when you get to the NFL, can he be that guy? I'm uncertain. I wasn't uncertain with Joe Burrow. I was not.
But here's what I'm not saying. I do not believe Fernando Mendoza is going to be Joe Burrow. I believe Fernando Mendoza is going to be Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy.
I don't know if he's going to be Sam Darnold.
I don't think he's going to be
Sam
Joe Burrow.
This is what I will say
but
about
if you're saying
Sam Darnold in college was solid.
And Fernando Mendoza in college was solid.
Brock Purdy was a 7th rounder. Kirk Cousins was a 4th rounder. So, but he gonna be the first pick.
Yeah. This is a much lower quarterback class.
Much lower.
If this is a quarterback class with Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, he would have been the 5th.
Hey,
pick.
on another thing, y'all probably gonna. I think I like Ty Simpson more.
I hate Ty Simpson's game.
I think I like him more.
He was bad. He was bad at Alabama.
We gonna see.
And think about it, like and he had some receivers that took major declines, of which I would suggest I don't know if you have those same declines and all those dropsies and all that other stuff that Ryan Williams started to have. Nah, Ty Simpson was.
He just don't show me like elite NFL quarterback like in college.
No, he doesn't.
Sam, I don't know. Sam makes him play like, oh, okay, all right. Like I could justify why Sam went so early in college.
Yeah. But again, remember, I can't. But this is a draft class thing because Sam wasn't even the first quarterback taken in his draft class because I think he's the same draft class as
Baker Mayfield.
Correct. Yeah. So let's not get it twisted. Fernando Mendoza is going number 1 because it's a terrible quarterback class. Yeah. Drew Aller fractured his leg. Arch Manning isn't coming out. Cade Klubnik completely regressed.
The best player in the draft.
Garrett Nussmeier took 10 steps back. Like that's really why he's going number 1.
Jeremiah Love, the best player in this draft.
Running back?
Jeremiah Love.
We'll talk about him at another time because I don't know if I'm about a height.
Before we move on, can I just say this? This is the reason why we have so many bad quarterbacks in the league. Because you forcing him because you need a quarterback, you forcing him to go out there and take him the number 1 pick overall and hope he's supposed to change. When so to the world, he might look like this top tier quarterback, but for real, he's not. My thing is, won't you take the Philadelphia Eagles strategy? Won't you take the Seahawks? Mm-hmm. Take that strategy, man. Let's build the guys around the team, build the players up, and then get you a solid quarterback.
Well, so here's where the only place I differ with you, if I'm hearing you right, is I believe Mendoza's solid. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's elite. Like everything about him actually spells solid. The only thing he is solid. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Like he's good at everything.
So those solid quarterbacks need a team
around.
Correct. And that's what I was going to say. It's not fair to put the onus of change this franchise on Mendoza. He's not that quarterback. He's not that guy. There are quarterbacks that have looked much better than him in college that have not had that type of responsibility, and they're much better than him. Yeah. So I think it's not. He's getting drafted number 1 to the Raiders for a reason. Yeah. Because they have a lot of missing pieces. So not only is he not that great of a quarterback, he's also going to a terrible franchise. Yeah. So it's not fair to put amazing expectations on an already not great quarterback to turn your franchise around because you're missing way more than just a quarterback.
Correct. That's incredibly well said. Hey, something fun that we got to chat about. We got 2 more topics left. I saw this post that said, just for fun, ranking Super Bowl champs this decade. 2024 Eagles, Pacific size gap. 2022 Chiefs, 2020 Bucks, 2025 Seahawks, minor gap. 21 Rams, 2023 Chiefs. TJ, because you don't have a team in here, so there's no bias, speak on this matter. If you're looking at the Super Bowl champs of this decade, TJ Hushmanzada, what would you say?
This decade? Oh, I'm going that Eagles team. Say what you want about the passing game. That defense, what you going to do on it?
Yep.
And they running the ball at will. That team ran the ball at will. Like, Saquon Barkley was getting 4-5 yards anytime he wanted to, and then, all right, I'm going to take this one for 60. All right, I'm going to take this one for 45, 50. And so that Eagles team, that defense, what were you going to do? They can sack the quarterback. They're going to stop the run. You can't throw it on them. What you going to do? So how you going to score on them? And if they just want to go back to, all right, we're going to play 3 yards in the cloud of dust offense. Oh, we're going to man them up. Okay, they still have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside.
Yep.
And so I actually think the Eagles, I don't know if it's Pacific size gap, but it's a nice size gap.
With that being said then, Shady, answer me this. ESPN ranked all 60 Super Bowl champions.
That's wrong.
And had the 2024 Eagles at number 4.
That's wrong.
Now, this was based upon DVOA, which is defensive adjusted value over average. And including the playoffs, Eagles won 16 of the 17 games. Philly ranked only 13th in DVOA. Jalen Hurts, concussion. Eagles had strong wins the first 2 postseason games, really crushed the NFC Championship game. Here is why I hate nerd analytics. I respect analytics. I hate nerd analytics. Because how in the hell can any piece of data tell you that the Eagles rank 40th in Super Bowl history as far as champions in 2024? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If there is any argument to suggest we need to throw out analytics and just exclusively use our eyes, it's this argument. Because how are the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles the 40th ranked Super Bowl champ based on any data you can aggregate? Any bad.
Don't they have an editor that's supposed to check this when you submit your stuff?
The editor created it. The editor, what
like,
up, 2-5?
What?
This is sad, bro. I mean, like, what do we say here? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's hard for me to start listening to people that don't really know nothing about football. That's why, like the Hall of Fame. How you mess up the Hall of Fame with coaches like that? That's why I can't take it serious. I mean, because if you really watched this postseason, then we was blowing teams out.
Yeah.
In the NFC Championship game, it was a blowout. And then we face a team like the Chiefs with a top 3, top 5 quarterback of all time, a top 5 coach of all time, Andy Reid, a team that was going for not just a back-to-back, but a three-peat. They were up for a three-peat, right?
Yep.
And they blew them out. The game, Jalen Hurts and Saquon was taking off their cleats at halftime. So I'm thinking, like, how can you rank them so high like that? They should be way lower on this list. This list is crazy, but it's probably somebody that voted in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Let me ask y'all this. Let's have a fun one. 2024 Philadelphia Eagles. Where do they rank as a Super Bowl champ to y'all? And I'll make it easier on y'all since the turn of the century. So since the turn of the century started, go ahead.
That Ravens team, where they had them ranked with Ray, Ed Reed, and Trent
DVOA?
Dilfer one.
It'll take me time to find that.
Where were they ranked at?
I'll get you that answer momentarily. But
that team was all defense. That team was all defense. They was barely scoring points when they won the Super Bowl or when they went through that playoff run. Was it 2000, right?
Yep.
I got one. I got one. Was that 2004 with that Rams team? Was the best turf?
Oh, Greatest Show on Turf? No, that should have been
that
one.
Was in
that should have been 2000. Like they played the Titans.
Yes,
and Dyson reached at the goal line and came up 1 yard short.
So
that's been 99, 2000.
Well,
Mike Jones tackled him.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah.
Mike Jones.
Who? I mean, this Eagles 2024 team, that Eagles 2024 team, what y'all
They got to be at least top
5?
Top
Mike Jones.
12 at worst. They have 40. Top 12. They probably top 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At 40?
Yeah.
I need to see who's 1 through 10. That's what I want to see. Who's 1 through 10.
But I wonder what the Chiefs that 1 year, the Chiefs' first championship.
2019?
We was good.
When they had Tyreek Hill?
I don't lie. Yes. They had Tyreek Hill. This is crazy. They had Tyreek Hill as the number 1. They had number 2, Sammy Watkins. So whenever, this is the crazy, whenever they wanted to like double Tyreek Hill or double Kelsey, Sammy Watkins is going to get busy. And then we see D-Rod right now, right?
Yep.
Where we see him now. But yo, he was younger then. He was more explosive then. Then they come in there and bring McCole Hartman with the speed. And then you forget about Kelsey. Who gonna guard him? Yo. And then on defense, that's when the Honey Badger was still rolling.
Yeah, back there safety.
Right? They had Chris Jones was younger. Like, and Spags is over there.
Yeah. That's when everybody was scared of the.
Yo,
when
it's so
they
crazy,
were scared to play the Chiefs defensively. They just keep everybody back.
I was on that team.
That cost the Bills a Super Bowl appearance, being scared.
That's a different year, but I wasn't playing.
But they were scared.
But real quick, yo, I will see the spreads because now like around that year they start throwing the betting stuff out.
Yep.
I'm like, this is the NFL. Most games is 7, 4, or 3, or 1. You know what I mean? NFL. Yo, some of the spreads be like 17, 22. I'm thinking like, yo, we was spanking teams. We was spanking them.
Let me ask you this.
Real quick, we would have bets in the locker room. Like, damn, how many times we gonna punt this game? That's crazy. That year was crazy. I never seen. Yo, we was down to this is when Deshaun. This is before Deshaun Watson got freaky. Deshaun Watson. Listen, back what year was that? His last year. I don't know if his last year with Houston, but bro. It was so crazy, dog. They had us by like 20-some points, I think. Was Deshaun Watson? Yeah, it was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
20-some points.
It was up by 21.
Yo, we came back so fast. It was like, we beat them by 20 points.
Yeah.
I said, yo, this
it
team
was like,
is crazy. And that's what Pat Mahomes was Patrick Mahomes.
So 2024 Eagles, Shady, or 2019 Chiefs?
Oh, man.
That's a good game.
Oh, ooh.
It's a young Pat.
What's business? Ooh.
It's a great Pat, but it's a young Pat.
But they had, not even that, bro. They had receivers, though, dude. I ain't gonna lie, though, dog. That team.
I need an answer.
That's a tough one, though. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I don't get paid bills.
Because who's you gonna put on Tyreek?
And we gonna zone him up, and that pressure gonna get to Pat Mahomes.
Hey, what Shady always
said? They was blocking.
Did he answer the question?
Exactly.
Did he answer the?
Well,
did he answer the question?
You right, Trey. I'm trying to be as honest as possible.
Yeah, it's tough
because the defense is really, really good, but they got good. Offense is good. The offense line was good back then.
Yeah.
And then the receivers, yo, they was so fast. You playing back?
Can I just get an answer?
I don't know.
That's all we want, Shady.
I really don't know. I don't know.
Shady, that's not an answer.
Eagles.
Okay, 2024 Eagles. Or 2020 Bucks.
Oh,
Tom Brady.
I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm going Bucks.
I'm going Eagles that game.
I'm taking the Eagles.
I don't know if Tom Brady's. It's Tom Brady.
They're gonna pressure him
Mike
up
Evans.
the middle. They're gonna pressure
Antonio
him.
Brown.
They pressure
Rob
him.
Gronkowski. Chris Godwin.
Antonio Brown. He ain't wasn't that much of a factor at that point.
He had 2 tugs.
I know, but like
he was the number 3 receiver. Are you kidding me?
He was the number 3.
I was on that team too.
But he was really. I know you were.
All right. So what I'm saying? No, I didn't play.
I know.
But what I'm saying is, first of all, AB. Hold up. Let me stop you real quick. AB was the best receiver on the team then.
Everybody say that.
Oh, all right.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
Everybody.
All right. Let's get that straight.
They're gonna pressure Tom Brady up the middle, bro. If you put pressure,
that line was good though.
They're gonna pressure Tom Brady up the middle.
Oh, no,
with that defensive line the Eagles had.
You just
They pressuring him up the middle.
He just talking.
Nah,
That's
I
cool.
know.
Nah.
That's what this the Eagles' bread and butter. With Jalen Carter, at that time, Jalen Carter, Jordan.
Jalen Carter, rookie. Jordan Davis was all right.
Rookie, still one of the better D linemen in the
was.
league.
Jalen Carter, he nice. I mean, it'd be a good game, but I just didn't like how you just
and then
so easy with it.
Outside on the edge because what Tristan
You
Wirfs was at his
had
second
Shaq
year.
Barrett. He had 18 and a half that year.
Was that was his
JPP and him that year was like all pro and all that. They was killing it. And then that's what Todd Bowles really rolling. That's when they had Levante Davis, and then they had Devin White was Devin White.
Hey,
hold on, no.
9.5 sacks.
Real quick.
Hey.
Yeah, they had the quarterback this year for the
Patriots,
Carlton Davis was good there.
Yep.
And then the other one was solid, the tall one.
Number 25, Jamel Dean. Number
Jamel
35.
Dean.
Went to Auburn.
But in the back end was the best. Number 31
Antoine Winfield
was a beast. We was like, who is this dude?
Man, listen.
He tripping, yo.
You talking about?
You tripping, dog.
You talking about all these sacks? What they doing with Lane Johnson and Mulata? Nothing.
It's gonna be a good matchup.
Nothing. When you the dudes don't even give up pressures.
Lane's nice. Lane's
Mulata could get got.
And he's good though. But this is what I don't like that you doing.
What are
it
you
ain't
doing?
gonna be just no cakewalk.
I didn't say it was gonna be a
because you screaming their names up. Them dudes on the other side's nice. And then Todd Bowles.
They won Super Bowls. I know they nice.
Yo, real talk. Todd Bowles in his bag. Then first of all, we had Aaron Rodgers in the box. Straight jacket. Can't even talk. Can't even move. Then Aaron Jones, my young boy, they put him out the game. He was done. I'm just keeping it real. Tom Brady that game had 3 picks. People don't even know that.
Single high
the defense saved.
The single high because
real rat.
Todd Bowles gonna stop the run. Can those corners hold up with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith?
They not even throwing the ball, but they not even throwing the ball.
He playing single high to stop the run.
Yeah,
that's what Todd Bowles do.
You know what you don't know?
What do you don't know?
You loud and you wrong.
Put him on game.
Who plays Jalen Hurts the best out of all the coordinators? I'm letting Acho answer it.
Todd Bowles do
and
playing
it's because
well,
Todd Bowles loads up to stop the run and he forces Jalen Hurts to throw the ball.
But not even that. The disguises. I know Eagle. I ain't gonna get into that part. Just trust my word, please.
Hey, take his word. Super
That's
chats
my
before
word.
we get to the last topic. I need super chats. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the bell button. Set alerts. You definitely want to know when we coming back. It's our last live show until March 1st. But remember, the channel is going to be jam-packed. We have pre-recorded conversations that are evergreen to make sure y'all got a bunch of stuff popping. I've done end-of-year breakdowns on Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Matthew Stafford, Shador Sanders, amongst others, to make sure the content is exclusive to the Speakeasy. Not even making y'all join a membership yet, but it is coming. We're going to make y'all pay. It is coming. But for right now, it's all free content. Social Trey, hit us with the super chats. We'll get to the last topic.
Listen, this day last show. This might not be my last show. I might come in here and just kick it with y'all. Just flip all the cameras, the lights, and just say what's up. But I do got some super chats to get to. So, J-Ham 2020. He was doing the super chat yesterday. He said God is good. Today he said God is great.
All the time.
Come on now.
There you go.
And all the time.
God is great. Hallelujah,
Amen.
hallelujah, hallelujah.
TJ, please help Keon Coleman. My Bills need him. All appreciation to y'all for the entertainment in this NFL season, especially the people in the back. Y'all need y'all flowers. Round of applause.
They do.
Absolutely. Y'all know I love the gang in the back, man.
Yo, shout out to Jake, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Taylor, shout out to Rome. That's the crew in the back. Shout out to Lee off camera. That's the one who helps us with booking. Shout out to Wes.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog Wes. Anyway, keep going.
Megan.
Yeah, shout out to Megan.
Come on.
But Megan runs my life. Megan literally
But this is your life.
I wouldn't be alive without Megan.
Correct. And this is your life.
Yeah,
So this
true.
is a part of your life. So we got to shout out Megan
shout
too.
out Megan.
He said all love for the Speakeasy. But yeah, TJ, any response to him saying help Keon Coleman?
It's a possibility, man. I've talked to the people in the front office. That's what they want. So it's up to him.
Okay. Bet he got to lock in. Victor Mo,
baby. Showing up, baby.
Building. Said Raiders need divine intervention, but I would not draft Mendoza. Trade that first pick, move back in the draft for more picks, and build that team up. It does Mendoza no justice to play behind that line. Also trade Crosby too. I like that. I'm with that. Maybe not necessarily the trading the pick. But as an Indiana guy, of course, I don't want to go see Mendoza.
They're going to draft the quarterback because they're scared.
You have
they
to.
scared.
You have to.
But the problem is, bro, like, you can't trade back and go and suck again. So Tom Brady's first 2 years in Vegas, what are you going to win? 2-3 games with no excitement?
They're going to suck either way.
But here's my thing. You got Mendoza, at least it's exciting. You know what I mean? A young quarterback gives you hope.
Gives you hope.
You can't roll
Yes.
Geno out there again, bro. Come
Gives
on.
you hope.
That should be
It gives you hope.
malpractice.
Yeah. That's facts. I got one from Julian Johnson, 8130, said few quarterbacks can score 30 touchdowns yearly. Quote, tush push, but the reason, the ball be on the one. Drive, extended plays, and accuracy. What happened to RPO, QB run, sprint out, pocket quarterback, quarterback philosophy with spread system quarterbacks? His best ability is decision making. Jalen Hurts, y'all feel like?
The reason teams went to read option and all this spread is because we want the young college quarterback to play early.
Yeah.
That's why we went to this.
Somebody said it too.
That's why they went to these type of offenses, because they had to play early. If they wasn't going to do the read option, everybody's sitting a year.
Yeah. That's facts.
Make them learn the offense.
Make them learn the NFL game.
Last one I got is from JHNSD. Said, can we hold the next year for a Super Bowl team? The Eagles had a mid-25 season. Looked like the 13 Seahawks were dominant in the Super Bowl, like the Eagles, and were 1 yard away from repeating in 14. What? Yeah. I read it.
He did read it.
I read it.
It does count.
That confused me.
Last one, I'm confused, but you got your super chat ready. You
Go
can't say that. I
Birds.
told y'all to get your syntax together. Last one, Julian Drudging said, he said, what's up, y'all boys? Been watching the Speakeasy for a minute now. Teague definitely was in the wrong, but he also took accountability. But other than that, love y'all boys for real. Appreciate the love.
Agree. Love. Last topic of the day. Last topic till the break. This is a depressing topic. Yeah. LeBron James, 21-year streak in the NBA All-Star Game has come to an end. The end of the road. Trey, let me start with you, bruh. Obviously, you run social, but let me start with you on this Bron joint.
Yeah.
This negatively impact his legacy in any way, shape, or form that the final years of his career aren't pinnacle years of his career?
Absolutely not. For one, he's got the cushion of, they changed the rule, 65 games, he's ineligible because, he didn't play enough games to be eligible for end of the season awards. So he's got that cushion working for him. Also, when you have a legacy this stout, this amazing, this large, something like this, Moses Malone had a 21-year career. Does anybody care or talk about his 20th, 21st, or even his 19th year in the league? No. You know who's 19th, 20th, 21st year in the league we will be talking about? LeBron James. All-time points leader. All-time this. Won championships, multiple different teams. This doesn't tarnish his legacy in any way.
Let me push back with the bad take.
Okay.
Self-admitted.
Okay.
Bad take.
Well, now hold on. Before you do this, you remember what happened last time you gave a bad take. It was on Todd Monken.
But I didn't know it was going to be a bad take.
Oh, okay.
This one you're admitting.
This
one I'm admitting.
Okay.
I was born in 1990, which means the only Michael Jordan I remember watching live was a Wizards Michael Jordan.
Yep.
It's just the one I remember. Still dropped 55 points in a game, but that Michael Jordan, when I started watching him at 12, 13 years old,
shell of himself.
Who's that?
Yeah.
That's the greatest player of all time? Y'all tripping. T-Mac, the greatest player of all time. My 13-year-old brain.
Yep.
Kobe, the greatest player of all time. My 13-year-old brain. Tim Duncan, the greatest player of all time. My 13-year-old brain. Kevin Garnett, my 13-year-old brain.
Yeah.
You telling me this 2002 Washington Wizards can't even get up and down the court? Jordan is the greatest player of all time because he was still playing and he was no longer playing at the heights of Michael Jordan.
Yep.
So a young Acho from probably age 12 until age 16, 17, and so I went back and rewatched Michael Jordan clips. Shout out to YouTube. A young Acho didn't realize how great Michael Jordan is. That was damaging to Michael Jordan's legacy because now you got little ignorant first-generation Americans running around thinking wait, this is the GOAT? This is a Washington Wizards Jordan is the GOAT? Because he put not a bad product on tape, but he put a marginal product on tape. LeBron James is now putting a marginal product on tape. This is no longer 45, 15, and 5, 2012 Eastern Conference Finals Game 6 Michael Jordan. This ain't headband Michael Jordan. This ain't Miami Heat Michael Jordan. This ain't 51, 8, and 8 in a losing effort. 2018 Game 1 NBA LeBron James. This ain't that LeBron James.
Yeah.
This is a different LeBron James.
Yeah.
So for that, Shady, for that, TJ, is there anything where 2-5, I don't know, maybe your son, maybe your daughter would be LeBron the GOAT? How? Is there anything there?
My son, he know better. He know who the GOAT is. I make him do reports on Allen Iversons, the Jordans. so he gonna know about the greats.
But you already told us he chat GPT his reports. So are you?
No, we do it together though. Like, yo,
Oh, okay,
you know what I mean?
got it.
Tell me
Yep.
about Allen Iverson, Muhammad Ali, all the greats. Like, your dad is a real athlete. It would be crazy for him not to know who these people are.
Now, is it not crazy you mentioned Allen Iverson and Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali in the same?
Oh, they all. I'm just saying, they all in the same room. Allen Iverson, he's everybody's fate.
Absolutely.
Oh, you talking about cultural greats?
I'm just here we go again, man.
He's talking about cultural greats.
When we start having cultural conversations,
He's talking about
it's
both.
like when we had these cultural conversations.
You can't be talking about greatest players.
It's like I'll be over here and y'all be over here. So I want this.
Allen Iverson and Michael Jordan as basketball players in the same sentence?
Yeah,
absolutely.
As basketball.
Absolutely.
We doing it again, bro. Let's let it chill. Let's let it chill. This you know what I mean?
Allen, like
you know
Michael, Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
No, do this.
Absolutely.
Like 6-time champ Michael
when
Jordan?
the fight happens, you gonna move
Absolutely.
around. Do that right now. Let's go move around. Let's fight the fight.
Allen Iverson.
Let's stick
Hold
with
on.
it. Okay.
They're in the same basketball, not culture.
Yes, brother.
As a basketball talent.
They are at the same table.
Iverson ain't better than Jordan, but
Iverson is allowed in the room, and he is allowed to pull up a chair.
I ain't want to argue that. So if you want to argue that with him, go ahead. I'm just gonna let
So
y'all
everybody's in this, like 50 people in this room.
No.
You
I mean, there is an NBA top 50.
You telling me like one-time NBA appearing finals Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
I love Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's in a room with like 6 people, and Allen Iverson's not one of the 6.
Okay, cool. This is crazy.
He's in a room with 6. He's in a room with like 6 people.
If you talk about championships, yeah.
No, if you talk about greatest ever,
Who them 6 people?
Magic.
Kareem, Kobe.
Thank you. Magic, LeBron, Kareem, Jordan in that room already, Duncan, Kobe.
It's like a cultural thing, dude.
Okay, bet. Say that. Say that.
Kobe?
Say that.
Kobe?
5 chips, Kobe.
As the top 6, it's way more guys that
I
can
didn't
take
say
Kobe's
top
spot.
6. I said in that room. So if you're talking about dudes in that room, I didn't put Bird in that room. I didn't put Shaq in that room. I didn't put Bill Russell. Shout out to Bill Russell, but that's
Shaq's
segregation. Can't put him
Shaq's in the room, bro. That's
Shaq's
crazy.
in the room. This the thing, though.
I can't put Shaq
Just
in the room.
because you're in the
with Michael
room
Jordan.
don't mean you the bet. That Shaq knows
The
that
room
Jordan's better
got,
than him.
I said 6 people in this room, maybe 7.
Wow.
So it's 5 chairs next to Jordan, and Shaq can't sit in one of them?
TJ, you looking at me? TJ, please.
When you
There's
talking,
no way that Allen
if you're-
Iverson is in the same room as Michael Jordan.
Not if there's only 5 chairs.
It depends. Is the conversation about the greatest players?
Yes.
Then no.
If we talking about culture, that's a different conversation, and I'm with Shady. But
Iverson's a great one of the greatest
No.
players we ever
Of
seen.
all
dog.
time,
What
bro.
Iverson has done for basketball.
A 6 foot. Nah, forget that. A 6 foot.
140
No, I'm talking
pound.
about what he's done for basketball.
tripping,
Everybody,
dog.
Yeah, that's
Iverson
wild. That's wild.
changed
That's
the
wild
way.
y'all going here.
yes, but you talking culture.
But if
he's
we
in the
just
room,
talking
bro. He's in the
basketball,
room. Yes.
Yeah,
He's in that room. He's not the best. He's in that room, no? Y'all talking
yeah,
about
it
Allen
ain't many
Iverson
people in the room anyway. Like,
Right.
Wait. Is Allen not TJ?
No. If it's 6 people, no.
If it's 10 people,
No.
But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, though. He took somewhere else with the 6 people. Like, Iverson is not in the top 6 of all time. He's not.
Nope.
But if we talking about, like, GOAT rooms, bro.
Yes.
Oh,
Iverson's in the GOAT room.
Yes, he is.
Allen
go
Iverson's
room.
not in the room with Steph Curry.
That's wild.
Allen Iverson is in that room with Steph Curry.
That's wild. That's wild. Yes, he is,
I truly can't believe
He
what I'm
was
hearing.
the best player in the NBA.
I truly can't believe what I'm hearing. I truly can't believe what I'm
You
hearing.
can't just go on. It's his impact.
No, it
has to be.
They must be talking about cultural impact and cultural significance.
it's
They
not-
cannot
it's
be
not-
talking about
it's
purely about
not
basketball.
Allen Iverson wasn't a great player.
He was. He's a top 75 player.
player.
But how big is this room? This is a mansion in Beverly Hills.
Let's say if Acho he's right, like Steph Curry's better than him. I'm cool with that. If you think Steph's better than Iverson, cool.
Not you can think.
I
You must think.
I think everybody's different. Everybody think they want to think. What I'm saying is though, whoever you think is better, they both in the same room. What are we talking about? Allen Iverson? I don't know if we talking about the same person. I would say Steph's probably better than Iverson, better career and all that.
To say that,
but you ain't gonna act like Iverson.
No, Iverson is. But we're talking about Mount Rushmore players. We're talking about like top 5s ever.
We're
That's
not
what I'm saying, like, top-
talking about that because Steph Curry is he Mount Rushmore in the NBA?
Steph's a top 12 player.
Steph Curry is my favorite player in the NBA. There's no way you gonna tell me he's in the was it 4 or 5 people? The Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore's 4.
All right, so he's not on that, right?
No, but he's
All
a
right.
top 12 player. Like Steph is in the.
They all are great dudes. I don't know. They all are great dudes.
Shady told me yesterday it's levels. We were trying.
They on the levels.
No, who are we comparing?
Hold up.
Trey, remember who we was comparing?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
And you was like, it's levels 2-5.
Yeah,
there are levels between Allen Iverson and Steph Curry.
It ain't that
LeBron
many.
James, Kobe Bryant's, Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe's, Jordan. These are all great dudes.
Yes.
Allen Iverson's in the room with them guys.
He is.
He's not better than them, but he's in the room.
He's a top.
Man, this is crazy. This is
4
disrespectful.
or 5 if you want to be egregious.
No.
Shooting guard of
Steph
all
Curry's
time.
in there. Them dudes is great
Of
players,
all time.
bro.
And the fact that he played shooting guard at 6 feet, nothing, probably 5'11".
I don't even know that people have AI in the top 5 shooting guards.
You can't name 5 shooting guards better than Allen Iverson.
You can't name 5.
You name Jordan.
Kobe.
You name Kobe. You name D-Wade.
D-Wade's not better than Allen Iverson.
Regardless, I'll give you that.
What?
No, let's keep going. Let him keep going. Let him keep going. D-Wade.
I'm done, y'all.
D-Wade.
Wade, nice. Wade.
D-Wade. Keep going. Let him go. Let him have D-Wade.
D-Wade.
Disrespectful.
D-Wade.
This is when it gets interesting. This is when it gets interesting.
James Harden and Allen Iverson. So he's top 5 shooting guard of all time. There's no debate, and he's the only one that's even close to 6 feet tall. 140 pounds.
So we giving it
4-time NBA scoring champion.
I'm not giving credit.
165.
I'm not going to give you credit because you were short, and I'm not going to give you credit because you're tall. You are what you are. You are what you are.
It's
like
levels,
you're adjusting. You're adjusting for height.
It's a sliding scale for sure.
I'm not sliding the scale. The scale is a scale.
How is it not a sliding scale?
You put T-Mac as a 3.
No, T-Mac's a 2.
He was lost. He told
T-Mac's a 2. He had a longevity. T-Mac had a longevity. Don't argue me that. You can't argue me that.
He told me that. This
T-Mac
is how he was lost. He told me that he thought T-Mac was the best player in the league. 13?
I said a 13-year-old.
You should know better. You should know better than that. You should know better than that.
Shady, T-Mac was runner-up for MVP like in 2004.
I don't care about none of that. T-Mac was never me. Yo, T-Mac.
And he's not nowhere near Allen Iverson.
T-Mac was never.
Vince Carter?
Nowhere near Allen Iverson.
T-Mac better than Allen Iverson.
No,
Vince Carter. He said he's asking to do. It's Vince Carter and Iverson.
They shooting guards.
We're getting crazy.
T-Mac has never won a playoff game.
We're getting crazy.
Right?
No, never won a playoff series.
I'm not even. What are we talking about? I watched Allen Iverson take a bad team to the in 2001. That was weak.
Congratulations.
And they beat us first game.
Congrats.
And nobody beat that year.
No, they was running through the West.
My thing is,
through the West.
This isn't a diminishing Allen Iverson conversation.
Allen Iverson is
great. I can't compare Allen Iverson to Michael Jordan. That is asinine.
No, you don't compare them. You don't compare them. You don't compare them, but they are in the same conversation, bro.
They're in the same room.
Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan is in conversations with LeBron James, with Kobe Bryant, with Kareem, with Magic. He's not in conversations with Allen Iverson. People don't mention Allen Iverson as a top 20 player of all time. If he's in the same room, the room is the size of a football field. Yes, he's in that room. He's not in this room. You can't fit that many bodies into this room. He can't fit. Hey, take the 3-shot, Rome.
You can't.
Take the 3-shot of the Speakeasy. Take not this 3-shot, the wide 3-shot. Allen Iverson ain't fitting in this room. Yeah. Now, if you want to expand this room, break a couple walls down, build another house, sure.
Hey, for the record, I want you. I'm nowhere with this.
Me neither.
I don't need y'all with it.
Right,
me neither. Keep me away from
I don't
that.
need y'all.
Keep me
Allen
away
Iverson the same
from
as
that.
Michael Jordan. Room?
Yo, it's crazy how you say his name like it's like that's. I'm not.
No.
Yo, before we leave, I just want to say, and I'm not even joking. I swear to God, on my kids, I've never heard nobody ever talk like this and say Iverson's name and talk about him like this. I've never seen it. Have you? I've never seen that like that. This is
what are you hearing?
Yo, this is a historical night.
Is definitely
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
It's two different arguments.
Okay.
It's the same argument.
Get us on track there. Get us on one track.
He's not Michael Jordan.
Nope.
He's not.
But Iverson was an animal.
Of course.
He's in the room.
He's in the room.
Pause. Hold on, TJ. Is he in the room? And if so, how many people are in the room?
That's the thing.
Answer though.
I mean, but
how many?
Because I'll say 8.
You said top 6.
He's loading the
No, he's
question,
not.
Okay, is it 20?
But look, he's loading the question though.
If you go 20,
I'm just saying great players. I never did all these names and numbers.
Because that's the problem. I'm not disagreeing with Shady if 35 people are in the room.
But off the top of my head, I'm gonna say top 25 without naming really thinking about it. If I went down the list,
you can
Allen
argue
Iverson's
that.
top 25.
You can argue that.
Allen Iverson's top 25.
Guys let me T-Mac, Vince Carter. They not in the room.
They're not in the room. No.
Okay,
of course
all right.
not.
But I'm saying we talking about great. NBA's been playing this game for so long. NBA, it's been around, right? It's been established. What I'll say is, out of the greatest players who ever have a basketball, he is in that conversation.
Sure, but here's all
right. So that guy, they sitting there with MJ too.
But here's where I differ, because when you go into a room, like there's a back room, the cigar room. The security stand outside the door.
He's in that room.
That is a room that, like, even within this room of the top 25, there's a room where like 5 or 7 people are in.
Sure.
And
Allen Iverson,
he can't go in that room.
He can't go in that room.
But that's not a room.
That's not a room. Can we go back to the shooting guard thing, because he's for sure top 5 when you think about it.
Unquestionably.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
That's it.
I don't even know.
I'm surprised y'all didn't say D-Wade because of what D-Wade did.
D-Wade ain't.
I gave you D-Wade.
Like, I'm surprised because, like, D-Wade.
Even if you put D-Wade in there,
he won the chip.
D-Wade ain't messing with Iverson. He's not.
Y'all factoring in size. Like, that's like Allen Iverson. If
size matters, pause.
It doesn't.
It does.
It does. It does.
But
especially in the early 2000s when it was a gauntlet.
Hold on. If that's the case, then you have to detract from Shaq because of size. If you're going to give Allen Iverson a bonus because he was undersized, then you have to take away from Shaquille O'Neal because he was oversized. You have to take away from Bill Russell. You can't say I'm going to lift somebody up because they're short.
But let me tell you why. Because Shaq was 7'2", 350, and still agile as hell. If he was just only using his brute strength, then I'd be like,
Shaq
okay.
was 6'6", he would not be Shaquille O'Neal.
If Allen Iverson was 6'6", he'd be better than Michael Jordan.
Exactly right. So my point is, you have to detract from Shaq because Shaq's size was a benefit, and you're saying Allen Iverson's size was a detriment. So you want to boost Allen Iverson, then you got to take away from Shaq. Well, that's why it's dumb. Size is irrelevant.
I don't believe that.
Size is just irrelevant.
You
are who you are.
There's way more 7-footers in the league than 6-foot starting shooting guards, right? Matter of fact, in the history of basketball, right? Because you say it's a dumb conversation. Cool. Let's try to make it smart. In the history of basketball, you can name me so many 7-footers, right?
Sure.
How many 6-foot shooting guards can you name me?
None.
All right. So that don't matter.
No, but
that
also,
don't matter.
It does matter. But you can name, because I forget who was saying this. It was somebody you respect. I don't know if it was Paul Pierce. It might have been Paul Pierce, who was saying, like, Allen Iverson was a shooting guard by title, but Allen Iverson ran point. He just started shooting a lot.
He didn't run point.
I forget
The first 2 years he did, and after that he was off the ball.
It was Aaron McKee. It was Eric Snow.
I forget who it was, but it was a point being made. Like, we title people as shooting guards because they shoot, but they really point guards.
Well, okay, then let's move LeBron.
I don't give a fuck about
LeBron to
the
point
name's
guard
a name.
I mean, what is Steph Curry? They put him as a point guard, but he's really
played
like a 2.
He a point guard.
He played like a 2.
So
then let's move LeBron to point then. LeBron ain't never been on a team where he ain't the ball dominant, bringing the ball up the court, running the offense. So then we got to move LeBron. Let's get him off shooting small forward right now.
Iverson, what? This messed my night up.
But again, let me clarify. I agree with you, Shady. Allen Iverson is in the room. I just believe it is a big room. That's all. Because we're arguing over, like, if Shady's saying Allen Iverson's in the room, I'm not saying he's not in the room. I just believe the room is smaller than Shady thinks it is.
I think Michael Jordan would say Iverson's in the room. I think Kobe Bryant would say that.
I think there are people that Michael Jordan would be like, why are you shaking my hand? And Allen Iverson is not one of them people he's looking at. He's not side-eyeing AI.
But again, I think we're dicing up arguments. Like, again, Shady,
sure.
I'm with you, Shady.
No.
For the record. Like,
no,
I think,
you're not. No, you're not.
So Allen Iverson, how big is the room?
The way you talked about art, no, you're not.
How big is the room? How many people are in it?
We talking about the greatest basketball players of all time.
So how many?
I don't know how many you might think is the greatest players of all. I don't know how many you think.
I'm asking you. No, clarify, because sometimes Shady be thinking we arguing. We're not actually arguing.
No, we arguing.
How many people are in the room?
I don't want to be. No, don't try to make us on the same side. The way you just talked about Iverson, I don't want to be part of none of that.
Let's do it this way.
No, that was crazy.
How many starting positions is it?
I've never seen nobody
basketball?
talk about Iverson like
how
that.
many starting positions?
Of course,
it's 5. So let's just do top 5 at those 5 positions. Allen Iverson's in that conversation. He's in the room. He's at the table. Simple.
Matt, we're
simple.
I got one for you. I got
25 guys. It's simple.
How can the best of the position and the 5th best, like?
But that's what I'm saying, Acho, because I can say it's all what you like. Because if I'm in my position, if I'm a top 5 of all time in my position, how am I not in the room? Think about that.
Yeah.
Basketball's been around for years, and all these players, all these draft picks, all these trades, all these dudes get different countries. I'm a top 3, top 5 in my position. How am I not in the room? Jordan to me is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. But there's no way you can tell me that Iverson's not in the room with these guys.
Hold on. Here's what I would say this. Here's what I would say
Is Kevin Durant in the room with the 6 dudes too? Kevin Durant. He's not in there.
Kevin Durant probably.
No,
in the 6. No.
You see what I'm saying? But think about that. Kevin Durant is something we've never even seen before. Maybe Wemby's getting there.
But let me ask you this. Let me give it to y'all like this. Let me give it to y'all like this. TJ, I would say this. I would say Aaron Rodgers is the 5th best quarterback all time. The 5th best quarterback all time.
I don't believe that.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is in the same room as Tom Brady.
Duh. I don't need
And he's the 5th.
No,
I think Aaron Rodgers, I think Joe Montana, I think me personally, I think Peyton Manning, I think Patrick Mahomes, I think Tom Brady. Those are my 5. In order, I'd go Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. 5 greatest quarterbacks of all time. I do not believe Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are in the same room. And I love Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is a greater throw
hard
the
to put
football than all
anybody
of
with
them.
Brady because of what he accomplished.
That's the point.
He accomplished
TJ,
so much.
The whole point I've been making for the last 15 minutes is that.
Accomplishments.
I'm not making any other point besides that one.
So is
That's the
Aaron
only point I'm
Rodgers?
making.
Aaron Rodgers is AI? Is that?
Yes. Like he's the 5th greatest. The Q.
The truth of the matter is this: Aaron Rodgers is a dude that you want your ideal quarterback to look like, right? Big arm, nice height, can scramble enough, right? He can smart enough to read coverage. You've only been to the Super Bowl once.
Allen Iverson only went once. Next.
All right, let me do it again.
Go ahead.
Your typical quarterback, what you want him to look like, right? Height, size, everything.
Aaron
arm
Rodgers is
strength,
6'2".
talent, right? You got all that, but you only been there once. Where all the other quarterbacks that
Aaron Rodgers
they
is
say
6'2", Shady. He ain't got typical height.
6'2", 6'3" ain't good enough.
6'4", 6'5" was the time then. Aaron Rodgers wasn't the first quarterback taken. They took Alex Smith first.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well, then give me your 5.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, if that's the case, dog, you should at least been there more than once. It's like
Y'all are agreeing on the same thing.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
It's just the size of the room.
No.
TJ, who's your top 5 quarterbacks all time?
I'm not putting anybody that's playing now because it's unfair. So because you just don't know. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, Pat's already.
Pat?
Assume they all retired today. Let me end it like that.
Tom Brady for sure.
Duh.
Joe Montana for
Check.
sure. Peyton Manning.
Check. Assume Pat's retired. He already got 3 chips.
Oh, then you would have to go Pat Mahomes.
Check. That's 4.
And Aaron Rodgers. But with Pat Mahomes is still playing.
But that's beside the point.
And then some of these other cats that's playing may bump somebody out.
Agreed.
There.
No, but that's beside the point. My
if
point
Lamar
is,
Jackson stay how he playing, he jumping in the top 5.
But point being, Rodgers is 5. By most, ask James Jones will tell you the same thing.
He underachiever though.
Like Rodgers is 5.
He underachiever.
Agreed. Different
like
conversation.
going with Aaron Rodgers off talent.
But
that's how they go for.
Talent.
How he looks.
But if Rodgers is 5,
he loses
him and
a lot.
Brady are not in the same room. Give me your top 5 wide receivers.
I watched Rodgers be first.
Oh, the top 3 are easy.
Number 1 seed and just be losing.
It's Jerry Rice.
Yep.
It's T.O.
Yep.
It's Randy Moss.
Yep.
It's Megatron.
Yep.
It's probably Larry Fitzgerald, the 5th one.
Fitz, respectfully, I don't think Fitz is in the same room with T.O. And I don't think Fitz is in the same room with Jerry Rice. They're just not in the same. And Fitz is one of the greatest. Fitz played with my brother for 4 years. Took me in, big bro. So my point is, just because you're 5th, the delta between the 5th best and the 1st best with the best of the best is a gigantic gap.
I gotta disagree. You tell me you don't think Larry Fitzgerald's in the same room as Jerry Rice? Yes, he is.
Shady, I don't think anybody thinks Larry Fitzgerald. Jerry Rice had 22.
I'm not saying who. I think we're mixing up the word of who's better. I'm not saying who's better. I'm gonna say he's in the same room. They both Hall of Famers. Like it's that's part I don't get. I don't get that part. Like we arguing about great players. You know what that is? A great player, one of the best of all time. How's he not in the room?
Because I just think the room's smaller than you.
Is Kevin Johnson in the room with Jerry Rice? No.
Jerry's so good. Is anybody in the room with Jerry Rice?
Ain't nobody in the room with Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice was getting 1,000 yards his last year in the league.
Shady, like Jerry Rice was crazy, bro. I don't think we realize how good. That's my point. I don't think
all these dudes is crazy.
Hey, Jerry Rice just told me at the Super Bowl that they won the Super Bowl. They did the parade. After they did the parade, he went to the facility and ran routes for an hour. After the parade and they won the Super Bowl, he went to the facility and ran routes for an hour, and Steve Young confirmed it. I said, ain't no way. That's why he is who. Nobody is doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Same with Brady.
Yeah.
They
He just
like
told
that.
me this Friday.
Friday. Hey, Trey, get us out with any super chats, bro.
Oh, listen, man. We do have a couple super chats to get to. Simpath said, in basketball, it's hard to just go by talent to be in the room, 5+ championships to be in that room. We're not comparing team accolades. We're comparing individuals. And Allen Iverson is one of the...
Can't touch Jordan's individual accolades.
Of course not. Of course not.
So what? Keep going. Keep going before I get a headache.
Yeah. I don't want you to get a headache. I have a couple more from earlier that I said I'd get to, so we'll close out the show. It's the last one before we go on hiatus. I feel like no matter what Jalen Hurts does, people will always find a reason not to like him. He can win MVP, and people will say, and he has to be the most hated quarterback in the NFL, and I don't know why.
I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
If he win MVP, it shut everybody up. He win MVP, everybody gonna shut the hell up.
You have to.
Straight up and down.
You have
Super
to.
MVP or just MVP?
League MVP.
Yeah. DJ Jackson said, TJ, yards don't matter. Dak stays having 4K yards, passing yards, but he's home in January. Burrow balls out just to win 8 games and be home in January.
I agree with that.
But both their receivers get paid.
And then let me see. Last one I got. They said Stafford, Hurts, Purdy, Goff, Dak, Daniels, Williams, Love. Darnold is the 3rd best in his own division. Yikes.
You could make that argument too.
Yeah.
But the man just won a Super Bowl,
He did.
man. He just won a Super Bowl. And I know people say Jalen Hurts just won one as well. But this league and just sports in general is what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, it ain't what you
Good
done
job,
for me.
Seahawks. With that job.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's all I got.
Ethan, do what you're supposed to do, man. Hey, it has been 105 shows since we started the Speakeasy on September 4th. We had no idea what we were doing. Built a studio in a back house. Sold Shady on a dream. Sold Trey on a dream. Sold TJ on a dream. Sold Kieran on a dream. And the dream has come true.
It has.
So shout out to y'all for tapping in with us for 105 straight days. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell button to set the alerts. Again, in all honesty, we have created so much content while we are gone. The show will be premiering at 8:15 Pacific every night we're gone, 10:15 p.m. Central every night we're gone, 11 p.m. Eastern every night we're gone. And got different breakdowns coming out, different unique content coming out. So we're going to make sure it's still lit even while we're gone. So the channel will be popping and active as ever. March 1st, that is a Sunday. We will be back live in living color. So from your boy Emmanuel Acho, from 2-5, always live, LaShawn Shady McCoy, from the one and only TJ Hushmanzada, from my dog Social Trey, from Care Bear in Milan, and from everybody in the back, make some noise, please.
Shout out to the gang in the back.
Hey, shout out to y'all for rocking with us for these last 5.5 months. We will see y'all in a couple weeks. It's always love, respect, respect, respect. We
Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.